Good afternoon, wrestling fans. You are listening to a Radulich Broadcasting alternative commentary for WWE Elimination Chamber. Wait, that's the Wu-Tang Clan. Elimination Chamber from Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
I am your host, the mandated reporter, and frankly, I'm mortified, Mr. Mark Radulich. And joining me is one of the Podsmen, the most loyal Podsman. He is here on time with his face on and ready to rumble. Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen, from X-Lapsed and Spider-Lapsed and X-Lapsed and and Elf Quest and other things he does, the Cosmic Treadmill Man himself, Mr. Chris Sheehan. How do you do, sir?
Hey, I'm fresh out of hair and makeup to be here. So we're doing a show in Saudi Arabia that doesn't take place on Earth 2. What's going on here? This is like going to be a real show?
Yeah, this is going to be a real show.
We're on the road to WrestleMania. This isn't just like a Mansoor is going to win a battle royal and we're never going to talk about it again. This is something.
I was trying to figure out what you meant there. That's right. This is canonical. This is continuity. This isn't just,
we're counting this one.
Yeah, this isn't just a house show where the results don't matter. This one actually has stakes.
It's true.
So, what's funny is how the WWE has really opened up their show schedule. In the sense that, like, in February, there would be a U.S. pay-per-view, but they might do in England, they might do in Australia, they might do in Saudi Arabia in the past. Nope, Saudi Arabia is part of the, as far as the WWE is concerned, Saudi Arabia is part of the United States now.
It's the 51st state.
Yes, which totally makes sense to me. That tracks.
Or like the 45th state, because the WWE doesn't go to like all 50. So
that's true. Montana, the heck with those people.
Idaho.
Do they have a football stadium? No, none. Not going.
Idaho. Can we go to Tori Wilson's house? That's about it.
So, all right, the lineup. So, first of all, I want to welcome everyone who's watching on social media, whether you're watching on our YouTube page or the W2M Facebook, Radulich Broadcasting Network Facebook, or our Twitch channel. And if you're watching on Twitter, we're grateful for your presence, but we can't interact with you because that's how that's how StreamYard works. In any case, if you are here and you are hanging out with us, okay, feel free to drop us a comment on either Facebook or YouTube or Twitch, and we will respond in kind. Absolutely. We did this for the Royal Rumble, and we had all kinds of fun comments and people hanging out with us. So we look forward to hearing what you have to say.
Yeah, it's just a weird time today because it is the middle of the day.
Yeah, Saturday afternoon. I don't mind this.
I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I want to get this out of the way early so I can go on to the rest of my night and do other things.
True. It's true.
I'm gonna go back to watch.
I can have dinner tonight. Yeah,
that's right. That's right. I don't have to be trapped in front of my computer. Just for the next 8 hours or however long this pay-per-view is going to be.
Yeah.
All right. So the rundown of tonight's show.
I hear Cody Rhodes is going to show up, and he has like 87 minutes of pyro.
Can we talk about that for just a minute? But before we do, Rey Mysterio took on The Miz in the kickoff match. That actually just ended not too long ago. Up for the main card, we have the men's elimination chamber because we must have equality. We have Bobby Lashley defending his title against AJ Styles, Austin Theory, Brock Lesnar,
Seth Rollins,
Riddle,
and Riddle Von Erich. Yeah.
Yes, Riddle Von Erich. We can't call him Matt Riddle anymore, as he was known since birth. We have to just call him Riddle now, because he's a Batman villain. And yes, and Seth. So Seth has three names. He has Seth freaking Rollins, but he apparently stole a name from Matt Riddle to add to his own. Is that how this works? It's a zero-sum name game?
Oh, maybe. That could be it.
We have Becky Lynch taking on Hall of Famer Lita.
It's a car crash waiting to happen.
It certainly is, Ollie. Lita sucks, by the way.
Always has.
We were talking about that. Like, she gets all this credit for wrestling, when she did. And yeah, at the time that she did a lot for women's wrestling, and I would never take that away from her. And I don't think that she doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, but
sure,
she's not the strongest worker I've ever seen. I'm just saying. Looks nice in a pair of underpants, giving her a wedgie, though. I will give her that.
Wait, we got Goldberg here tonight?
Yeah, well, I'm getting there. The Usos are taking on the cosplayers, the Viking Raiders. They're back. And yes, we have Roman Reigns versus Goldberg. The match that was supposed to headline at least one half of WrestleMania before COVID.
Yeah.
But that got nerfed because, COVID.
Yeah.
So we have Drew McIntyre, your favorite, versus
I'm the apologist.
versus Madcap Moss in a Fall Count Anywhere match.
We're still doing that.
I am hoping they leave the stadium and like one of them gets buried in the in the deserts of Saudi Arabia somewhere.
Yeah, and I've been conflating Madcap Moss with Rick Boogs, and I liked Boogs in the Rumble. Madcap Moss, I haven't. I mean, he could deliver me a pizza and I wouldn't know it was him.
Yeah, honestly. Somebody said I got criticized for that on Twitter. I think I was just like Madcap Moss, whatever, and they were like, "Oh, give him a chance," and I'm like,
"Let it play out."
Sure. All right, and then the women's elimination chamber match. We have Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair versus Doudrop versus Nikki S, and the returning Satanist, who Jim Cornette says should just go to Hollywood and get it over with already. Alexa Bliss.
So Bianca Belair is going to bulldoze 5 other people, basically.
We'll see. We'll see what ends up.
We have the one that we all like, and these other people.
Yeah. I'm sure none of them will end up actually wrestling Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. I'm sure they'll find somebody else. they'll dig up another legend. And then finally, we have Naomi with Ronda Rousey, who will have one hand behind her back. Chris Sheehan from the Screaming Boy podcast. Don't you understand? One hand, because she's a crazy MMA fighter. Don't you understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Is this 1988?
I'm hoping they just run out all the gamut. They'll have a coal miner's glove, blindfold,
dog collar, and a strap.
Yes, an Indian strap. It has to be an Indian strap.
Yapapod. Yeah.
And they will be taking on my daughter's favorite wrestler, Charlotte Flair, and returning to the ring, Sonya Deville.
Oh, that's still going on.
Exciting times are afoot here at the Circle K. All right,
that Circle K is actually about a half hour from my house.
Is it really?
Yeah. It's in Tempe, Arizona.
Did you go to the Circle K before we started tonight to get yourself some snacks?
I didn't.
Oh,
no, I just got my water.
All right. Well, one of our friends has decided to join us here. We definitely have people watching, but one has commented. He says, Jason Teasley says, greetings and salutations. And we say, hi, Jason Teasley of the Second and Short podcast. I'm just going to start adding people into podcasts because that's how I feel like I did that to my wife on Thursday. We were talking 50 Shades of Grey, and I introduced her as Melissa Radulich from the Screaming Boy podcast.
There you go.
She's not her podcast. but I think you should do that too, Christiane. Just as you talk to people in real life, you should just like, hello, George Jefferson.
Yes. Hello, lady behind the counter at Fry's from the Fire and Water, whatever the phrase.
Yeah, so from the Wizards podcast. Yeah. It's right. All right. So as we're waiting, I guess we're going to kick things off with Roman Reigns versus Goldberg if they're ready to package now.
Oh, yeah.
Going to start things off hot and fresh. Speaking of the Circle K.
It's true.
So before we get into this, before we get into the first match here, your thoughts, sir?
Yes.
Cody Rhodes, who helped form AEW with Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks and I think Hangman. I'm not sure if Hangman's a VP or not. But all these guys that worked with Ring of Honor to do All In, they formed AEW with Jacksonville Jaguar owners, the Khan family.
Baby boy,
yeah. And now Cody Rhodes and Brandy could not work out a deal with said Tony. They don't have the booking power that they once had. And so they have decided to seek greener pastures. Your thoughts, sir, as we await Goldberg versus Roman Reigns?
Well, anybody who's heard me on this show before knows that I'm not a fan of Cody Rhodes. I don't think he's...
This is true.
Yeah, he is... he comes across as a phony. He's very disingenuous. I was willing to give him a chance. I was willing to give AEW a chance until we watched that Brody show where Cody made the death of another wrestler all about him.
Yeah.
And it was like, nope, F this guy.
All right.
Thing of it is, I can't deny what he did in stepping out and being integral in starting AEW. Not a fan of AEW. I have no use for it. I don't think I'll ever watch it. In fact, anytime anybody from AEW is on my screen, I want to punch my screen because they just have the faces are just punchable. Sorry. These are the worst people I've ever seen in wrestling. And the thing of it is, he kind of worked himself out of a job. He did so good at what he did that they were able to spend a billionaire's money to taunt some people or to promote some people in So he basically worked himself out of a job here. He's not going to get, Punk is there now. I mean, as sloppy and as irrelevant as Punk was when AEW saw him go to the WWE show, now he's everything. Daniel Bryan's there.
Having the best matches of his career.
Sure. Where's Cody going to even fit?
Right. No, and that's a good point. The phrase you're using, he worked himself out of a job. He created an environment that was very anti-WWE in the sense that, where the WWE, like it or not, definitely has a look and a feel, an aesthetic, a structure. It does not allow a lot of room for creative growth.
Not anymore. No.
It's not really the place where people can go and they can just be artists. And
no, they're actors now. They're just playing roles.
Yeah, it's kind of like the difference between the WWE is sort of a movie studio, $1 billion multinational movie studio like Warner Brothers or Disney or something. You walk on the lot with your script. Yep. You know your lines. You hit your marks, and that's it. And then you move on to the next movie. Where AEW sort of created a sort of bohemian artist playground. And it doesn't always work either. Multiple times it has not worked.
Sure.
But, if you want to be an actor with a paid actor with steady work, or you want to be a bohemian artist and just let your freak flag fly, now you have those options. And so,
of course.
And so now what does Cody Rhodes do? Because Cody Rhodes kind of wants to do what he wants to do. And I guess he's not able to do that in AEW because there is one guy saying, maybe don't do this.
And I mean, what little I have seen of AEW has actually just been stuff that you and Bailey have described to me. And it's like, it feels like the Rhodeses got very, very self-indulgent.
Yeah.
And like didn't they promote like a picture of her sonogram or something? I mean,
yes.
what why do we need to see this?
Here's what I'm going to tell you, and it plays into, I think, Cody Rhodes possibly. We joked about him possibly showing up on tonight's show. He might, who knows?
You never know,
right? Yeah. Maybe he'll show up on Raw on Monday. Who knows what's going to happen next? It's all very intriguing. Yeah. But as we await the arrival of Goldberg here, Roman Reigns as the mic. Here's what I'll tell you. The thing about the WWE is when you're there and you come up through their system, flawed as it was, and you arrive on their main roster, that's still not enough in the eyes of many in management. They still don't necessarily see you as a star. They see you as somebody who still needs to be made into a star, which I think runs against some of what the fans think, but hey, we don't matter. So,
everybody who comes out of the system is just a pile of potential.
Right. That's there's like 3 or 4 people that they think are stars, and at least 2 of them came from elsewhere, or at least went. So Brock Lesnar's sort of a weird one because he started out as a star there. Then he went away and he came back an even bigger star that they won't get away from. Like he has to leave for them to get away from Brock. And if you're paying attention, if you're a smart person who's paying attention, that is the key to success in the WWE. Go there, bomb, go somewhere else, be a star. Then they want you back. Now you're an outside star again. So look at what's happened to Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes was at best a mid-card guy, and he was playing around in hair and makeup with his brother when he left. And, he couldn't do any better than a Money in the Bank car crash match at WrestleMania. Now he's going to come in and, quite possibly be part of the 97 main events at this year's 2-day WrestleMania.
It's true.
That's the trick.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I'm here for it, man.
Sure.
Like,
why not?
Get that money. Fool people into thinking you're a big star like Jeff Jarrett did.
He's Jeff Jarretting in his way, and then in 2 years he'll go back to AEW, and then 2 years after that he'll come back. It's it'll be the thing. Yeah.
So we have a friend here. He's left 2 comments. I'm going to put this one up on screen because I find it funny. He's like, I hate to break it to you, Mark, but Cody is still a mid-carder. I know that.
It's true.
You don't know that, but they don't know that. No, I'm under no illusions that they're gonna put a title on him or anything. He's gonna go and job to Roman Reigns, and that's fine.
If nothing else, this actually made me start reading wrestling news again.
Oh yeah,
and holy cow! I mean, the match is starting here.
Yep. We'll come back to this. We'll do a 4-hour Cody podcast.
This is true.
But the bell has.
We got the stare off here.
Yep, the bell has rung. We have Goldberg limbering up here. I have a terrible glare on my television. The downside of doing this in the daytime.
That's the daytime, yeah.
All right, so yeah, they are looking across the ring from each other. The tension is high, as is the tide.
Yes,
Sheehan of the X-Laps podcast.
Of the Lapstacks podcast. And Goldberg just raised his arm, so yeah.
Oh, they're still doing announcements.
They are. So yes, I'll make my point quickly here. It's Vince McMahon's Christmas card list must be huge, because I read so many people saying, knowing Vince, yada 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 yada. So he must know a lot of people, and a lot of people know him.
We all know. We've all grown up with Vince. Vince is like that weird, pervy uncle that you only see once a year on Christmas, and you're like, "Hello, Uncle Vince," and no one's ever alone with him. A friend of ours on YouTube here says if they can put a belt on Biggie, they can put it on Cody. That's both true and mean, sir.
True. True and mean, yes.
True and mean. I love it. Keep it coming, though. I like true and mean. Those are my favorite things.
Okay, and they still have not locked up.
No.
No, the bell has rang.
This is going to be an 8-hour pay-per-view, and 7 of it's going to be this match.
Just staring at each other.
Just longingly. Like sick hair and Adam Cole on the beach, right, Jonas? They're going to stare at each other lovingly on the beach before they yeet each off a high precipice.
Actually, Goldberg is looking at him very dispassionately. He's just like, he's just counting zeros in his head right now.
I was going to say, it's hard to see past the money sign in his eyes. Do you think they flew Goldberg on a private jet that's waiting outside, in a parking space?
Oh, probably
outside the stadium.
Yeah, he's got a Quinn jet out there.
Yeah. You can't park that here.
It'll only be 5 minutes. Don't worry.
By the way, his name was also Jeff, not Goldberg, when he landed. What's your name? Jeff.
Now, when was the last time we saw Goldberg?
Not that long ago. All right, they tie up finally. We have a test of strength in the middle of the match. And Goldberg is quickly inching. This is already longer than most Goldberg matches.
It is.
This is not the middle of the match. That was just the beginning.
I know.
Then why did you say it was the middle of the match?
I said they tied up in the middle of the ring.
Oh, I don't match.
Okay, thanks, Jonas. It's my son.
The editing department.
Yes. Oh, and Roman Reigns throws Goldberg to the outside. Already lasting longer than Kevin Owens did when he had his time against Goldberg so many years ago.
Yes, and Dolph Ziggler at the same time. Put together.
Roman Reigns bashing Goldberg's head into the announce table.
Into the Saudi announce table.
Oh, reversal, maybe? Oh. Boom! Roman Reigns into the guardrail. The padded guardrail.
And these shows here in Saudi Arabia are like the kind of bought and paid for sort of deals, right?
Yes.
Is that why nobody gives a crap?
I mean,
like
they get
nobody's
excited.
Standing up. The kids are excited.
Yeah, I was gonna say, to me, you know what this is? Again, this is like the circus. Like the families go to the circus. You go when you have a good time, and you don't know what it is you're watching. You don't know what's coming up next. It could be the motorcycles and the globe. It could be the lion tamer. It could be the Chinese gymnast. But it's just a fun night out with your family.
All you're doing is trying to dodge the vomit puddles on the floor. I remember every time our class went to we went to the what the hell? What was the Staten Island circus? It wasn't Bonham and Bailey. It was some other one. Big Apple Circus, maybe. Every time we'd go there, there'd be puddles of vomit everywhere. And you have to step around it.
Spear!
Oh, we got a spear.
Jonas, spear!
The last time they were in Saudi Arabia was the last time Goldberg. Who did he wrestle then? Do you remember?
I'm sure our friends will tell us momentarily.
Yeah.
All right, Goldberg hit, as you heard me squealing, Goldberg hit Roman Reigns with a spear.
Now, is this for the title?
Hammer, presumably.
Okay. Oh, rock bottom.
Rock bottom! Oh, The Rock is here! The Rock is here! No, wait.
That was actually more of a bookend. He didn't go flat.
Clearly signs that The Rock will be at WrestleMania.
Well, there's another thing that
Some
we've
year.
heard about is that we have the potential of Austin coming back, and then that there's apparently another Austin level surprise waiting for us.
Maybe we'll do Austin versus The Rock 4. Because those two can't get away from each
just
other.
to even the score again.
Maybe.
Yeah, this is the rubber match.
The rumor is though that WrestleMania 2023 in California, Los Angeles, is The Rock versus Roman Reigns.
That makes sense.
All right, and we see Superman punch from Roman Reigns knocks Goldberg loopy.
Oh, he's busted open.
Dude, remember the Goldberg busts himself open walking to the ring, as we all know.
Oh, he blew a gasket just sneezing.
Okay, we have everyone is offering their answers to your questions.
Bobby, that's right. It was Bobby. We all love Bobby, right?
We do. I love Bobby Lashley.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, all joking aside, he's great.
Oh, another spear from Goldberg.
That was out of the Edge playbook, though. That was a running hug.
It's all in how you sell it, baby. Goldberg, honestly, though, I love Goldberg matches. All he could do is spear, and I'd be into it.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, 100%.
I do not look for him to have Daniel Bryan, CM Punk-esque worker-oriented matches.
If we could have 20 minutes of Goldberg spearing Ryback and then Ryback clotheslining Goldberg, I'd be all for it.
Match of the year.
Oh, Ryback, he's a lot of things, but he can throw a clothesline. Yeah, damn it.
5 stars in the Tokyo Dome, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Give me more. Feed me more. Ryback versus Goldberg.
Who's next? More? What? No. Who feeds me more next?
So Roman Reigns, knowing after all these years, it's not what you do in the ring, but it's how you do it. Just focusing on submission holds. He's got a front face lock here, and we're going to kill a good 5 minutes with this.
At least.
Attaboy, Roman. Don't you dare work hard in there. You're with Goldberg, for God's sakes. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Lock in that guillotine, buddy. Somebody mentioned that we have blood. Yeah, you said it before. Goldberg busts himself open.
You know, it's funny here. We've had a lot of guys come through from different companies here, but every time I see Goldberg, he is still WCW to me. Like I can't. And I mean, he's spent more time in WWE by now. But
isn't that what happened with Kurt Angle, where where by the end of his career he had spent more time
in TNA,
in Impact? Yeah. Yep. All right, and that's it.
That's it. What?
We're done.
It ended.
Right. Roman Reigns choked him out. That's how you do it, buddy. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Nothing matters.
No.
It was short, but you have to understand Goldberg is timeless. He's a zillion years old. He was there when the stars became when the Stardust became planets and the suns were born. There was Goldberg, and he can't go for very long.
No. Wow. That was something, wasn't it?
So was that the match you wanted me?
No, well, I mean, I just said you can come and hang out, but maybe one of the cage matches will be next. They got to do something to pick the crowd up now.
Jay says Roman choked out an elderly man. Yay. He choked out your grandfather.
Who wants to choke out an octogenarian? Me! I do.
Let's go to the assisted living home. Next time he's just going to step on his oxygen tube.
What was that, Joe?
Why is he wearing a necklace of peppers?
Because he
Cinco de Mayo.
Boo! That is not a wreath of peppers, son. That is whatever they do when you're a Samoan at the table. Chief, yes. Just it's a cultural thing. Be culturally appropriate.
I've actually wore those at Cinco de Mayo parties.
Have you really?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And I'm married to a Mexican from Mexico.
You're married to a Mexico?
I am. A real life Mexico.
Come here, you Mexico.
Yes.
Do Mexican stuff. All right. Well, we're off and running here. Yep, one down. Woo.
And the ref's telling Goldberg, it's like, your jet's about to take off, dude. Get up.
Yeah, this is like, move before they figure out you're Jewish. You're in Saudi Arabia. Go.
They're progressive, just not that progressive.
They're all overlooking it. They assume Goldberg is some sort of German.
They thought you were Steve Austin.
It's Stone Cold? Yes, it's Stone Cold. Somewhere out there, Steve Austin's just like, that's not funny now. It wasn't funny then, and it's not funny now.
See, only one event is amazing. Is this WrestleMania? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I tell you how? And this might be a psychological thing with me. I'm gonna can I talk to you for a minute.
Yes. Take a seat. Take a seat.
All right. I'm gonna lay my troubles on you. I became substantially, and I'd be curious to get people's comments on this in the chat. I became substantially less interested in WrestleMania when it went to 2 nights. Now, I know that Wrestle Kingdom is like 106 nights. Okay. Still going on. Yes. I get that Wrestle Kingdom is like 2 and 3 nights in a row or whatever, and everyone's a big celebration of Japanese wrestling, and everyone loves it. And I was like, okay, but that was their thing, and they, different culture, like people from Japan going ahead and doing that and being okay with it. WrestleMania for me, and maybe this is an American-centric thing, but it was always like the Super Bowl of wrestling.
100%.
Everything leads you this one night. And it didn't matter if it was 8 hours. Having gone to a few of these that have been that long, it has its own downside to it, but I liked it that way. You know, as hard as it was to get through a night, I liked it when it was one night from noon to midnight, and it was just a big celebration, like going to a music festival.
Sure.
And then they were like, we're going to do 2 moderately houred pay-per-views over 2 nights. And I'm like, this doesn't feel like WrestleMania to me anymore. What do you think?
It doesn't. No, I'm totally with you. It cheapens the WrestleMania name. It cheapens the main event because we have 2 now. And it's like, well, which one is? I mean, I get what they're doing. Of course, they want to have the women headline one and the men headline another. But it's just to me it cheapens it. To me, it just people they say like Punk left because his dream was to be a main event at WrestleMania. Well, if he were to come back now, what would it be? It's like he'd get it because we've got 2 nights, we got 2 main events, but is it the same?
The product in just its structure, in terms of its, how you're laying out, how you're putting the product out there. And that's not even getting into the content.
Sure.
Just how are you putting it into the world? It feels watered down.
Oh yeah.
When you're trying to convince me as the consumer that from Raw to SmackDown to NXT TakeOver to the Hall of Fame to WrestleMania, every night is the biggest night in the history of our sports at Tony Schiavone.
Yeah.
And your product doesn't nearly live up to that moniker. But so instead of there building like a steady build, you're building your way up, and yay, big explosion of wrestling nonsense that I came here for and I was ready for. You're trying to tell me that there's 7 days of this in a row of all equal or greater value, and you can't deliver? Like, I don't believe that to begin with. But then when I see it in practice, it's like, nah, you're not really it's not really happening. And so I get, so we're talking about this 2-day WrestleMania thing on top of NXT Stand and Deliver, which is going to be earlier in the day. We'll talk about that later.
Sure.
On top of the Hall of Fame, on top of all the other wrestling that's going on there.
Absolutely.
Like the real headline event of WrestleMania weekend, Effie's Big Gay Brunch. My favorite. But yeah, there's the collective that goes on that weekend. Ring of Honor show is that weekend. It's just like,
everyone's going to piggyback,
right? And so, here comes the cage.
They have an elimination chamber already.
Yeah, the men because they have to do the men's elimination chamber, the women's elimination chamber, and then Ronda Rousey has to be in the main event. Don't you understand?
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So the name of this event, Elimination Chamber, doesn't really matter. They should have called it the Ronda Rousey Experience.
Oh, we're doing the women's match. Okay.
Either way,
and we get the rules here.
Go get your sister and tell her that the women's elimination chamber is coming. All right, and now for a feminist perspective, here's my 11-year-old daughter.
And let's watch Bianca Belair beat everybody.
I hope. There's a WrestleMania main event that I want. I want Doudrop versus Bianca Belair.
Let's do it.
Said the only man on earth.
Talking about the week of WrestleMania here, I think that we hit like this tipping point when the network came around where they can actually air all of this.
Right.
Because before it was just something special for the city.
Yeah.
You know, you had the fan access. You had a very, very limited seating, Hall of Fame. Like, I couldn't get tickets to the Hall of Fame here in Phoenix when they came, you know, because it sold out in seconds. And I mean, Ted DiBiase was the headliner there. So, I mean, it wasn't like a huge deal, but it was so limited that it sold out. And now we're just seeing everything.
Yeah, we have 2 comments in here from the chat as Bianca Belair skips and jumps her way to the ring. We have our friend Bill says it was way too long even before they went to 2 nights, but an even better one, and he's not wrong. Like I said, I was at the one in New York a few years ago with the triple threat at the end, and we had to leave. We were so tired.
That's one where people are still waiting for their Ubers.
Yeah,
right?
They're still waiting for their Uber to get out of New Jersey. Yes, sir.
Oh my God, really?
I see that. Thank you. But here, our friend Jay Royce here with the comment of the night so far. Well, when you have a bunch of losers crying about not being on WrestleMania because it was their childhood dream, you kind of need to make it 2 nights just to shut them up. You're not wrong about that. Like WrestleMania 12 was like 6 matches.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
It reminds me of WrestleMania 14 where they did that weird tag team battle royal where it's like they just threw like D'Lo Brown and Tester a team. It's like, what? Why? Because they got to get on WrestleMania.
And all I remember about it is the Legion of Doom coming out in their shiny cosplay
and LOD 2000.
Yeah, and the last time Sonny looked even
Sonny's
remotely
flaming
hot.
boobies. Yeah.
Yep. It was all downhill after flaming boobs, as they say.
It's true.
Yes, sir.
Well, here's Dow Drop.
This is one of the cage matches. Yes, Jonas.
Okay. When Bianca walked out, why did she look like she was never been in a cage before?
Well, I don't think she's been in. Has Bianca Belair ever been in an Elimination Chamber?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. This might be the first time, and apparently
last year she won the Rumble, so she wouldn't have had to. Oh,
yeah.
All the women are wearing their full.
They have to wear the full leotard because you can't be showing off too much body.
No ankle, damn it.
Right. Hey, let's be culturally appropriate. This is their country, and they like their women covered. Yep. Yeah. But this is better than I think it was even a few years ago, where at least they're out there in leotard that match their gimmick. Well, that too. Yeah. But I think that the very first time they did this, there was like 2 girls in black tights and in t-shirts. Yeah, and one said Raw and one said SmackDown.
Yeah, it was bad. Yeah, at least now they're in gimmick.
Right. And I want to think it was like 2 blonde women at the time.
It was Natalya and someone else, because Natalya was like crying the whole time.
Yeah.
But I think that was like very last minute too. I think it was very last minute that they decided to let him have it.
Like the last time we went to Saudi Arabia, which I think was October, when Becky Lynch and somebody did it, they looked, it looked a little bit more. You could tell who was who.
Who was who? Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and joining us, riding up on his horse, is the other Podsman, Mr. Chris Bailey.
Nobody allows Rhea Ripley to enter this fucking ring until I'm here. Okay.
Nobody. Brutality.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna say. I hate Rhea Ripley. Look how crappy she looks. Oh my god, embarrassing.
Welcome to the show, Bailey.
Okay, thank you.
So
wait a second. I just watched Roman Reigns
choke out Goldberg.
You did.
What is happening? Why is Goldberg on the payroll? Why? What is the purpose?
He puts butts in because on this paid show with a paid Saudi audience that they paid for, you got to bring the stars, Chris Bailey. The fact that they're out there the first time they did this, they had Brock and what's his face, Cesar Romero. No, Cain Velasquez, and that match took all of 2 minutes. So this is the thing. Come to Saudi Arabia, watch a 2-minute match with a star. I mean,
no, that was ridiculous. Like I've seen an investment in property, but it's just as well to have Barry Horowitz out there. I could not believe what they just did with Goldberg. Shame.
Hang on. I like the thing about Rhea Ripley is that her outfit, her gimmick doesn't need to change all that much to fit the Saudi audience. She's still,
just has to cover her back.
Basically. Yeah. So there's some great comments in here from our friends on YouTube. One, we have nothing hotter than a woman covered in a bedsheet with eye holes, to which I say,
but you gotta save that mystery.
But here's the one. And I think we need to start this right here and just have it flow out into the world. The Saudis need to start a "We Want Skin" chant. Yeah,
that is my good buddy Bill Shepard, Mr. AWX Wrestling himself. Good job.
They'd probably just give us a naked Goldberg at that point.
Hang on. So
Just as well.
So I said that out loud. We need to have a "We Want Skin" chant, and I got death glares from the feminist, the 11-year-old feminist in the room.
Just say you were talking about Goldberg.
That goes both ways.
Yeah.
That goes both ways. You can have the skin on the other side too.
Nikki Ash, who this thing with the skin did not affect at all.
Nope.
Oh, the Saudis just love Nikki
she
Ash.
still sucks,
Listen
too.
to that ovation. Listen to that ovation for Nikki Ash.
You mean the ovation that sounds like this right here?
It's that mixed with a hairdryer.
I'm a card.
Hey, hey, listen, where are you guys? Just so I'm locked up and loaded with you guys. I don't want to be at a sync.
He's about to step in.
Yeah, Nikki's getting in the cage now.
Okay,
Nikki,
so right now I'm here. She is. Rhea Ripley's looking at her.
Yeah, we're about
Glaring.
a second off for each other.
She's
No, this isn't nearly as bad as the Rumble.
Oh,
as soon as
something.
she's looking at her, I got her paused.
Okay.
Rhea looking at her in the cage.
She just did.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Right now, Nikki Ash is jaw jacking with
Smacking on the
Ripley.
cage.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. That's exactly where I am. Okay.
Yeah, last time out is like Bailey knew like entrant 29 and we knew entrant 21.
I'm going to put this up on screen for everyone to enjoy, and I'm just not going to acknowledge it, but just enjoy that one, folks, for you viewers. A little something to the people who turned in live. A little something for you from our friends on YouTube.
Our fellow Canadian, Mr. Bill Shepard, rocking it out right there.
Yes, sir. We love it. Keep it coming, people. And
Look at Liv Morgan with the most clothes she's ever worn.
Don't be shy, everybody. Go ahead and leave a comment in there if they're funny. If they crack me up or annoy my daughter, I will definitely put them up on screen.
This Miss Liv Morgan is out there flaunting. The Saudis are disapproving, pelting her with garbage on the way to the ring with her Britney Spears. I think I did it again.
Sucks.
Oh, come on, Chris Sheehan.
Oh, she's awful.
I think I did it again.
What color is her tongue, though? That's the question.
That is a very good question.
Oh my God.
So,
we can't ask that in Saudi Arabia. What is wrong with you savages?
Heavens no.
I want to give the Saudis who are allowing this show to take place a little bit of credit, because we talked about how this started. Hey, at least they're wearing clothing that does show off their bodies, because like they weren't even allowed to do that much before.
It's true.
Yes,
So if I could be serious for just a second, like credit where credit's due, they're all wearing, they're just not showing any skin from the neck down. So what? They're all showing off outfits that show off their body shape.
So
which again is a step forward from where we were.
2033, we're going to see ankles and wrists.
The evil is mine. It's Alexa Bliss.
It is what it is, folks. It's a cultural. Let's be culturally appropriate on YouTube so we don't get demonetized.
Alexa revealing that she's wearing a dress. My God, here in Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
Is she really?
Yeah, on top of her deal. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This
So
is
okay. I got it now.
So is she
ridiculous, Chris. Look at this.
Is she still a fiend here? Is she still like what is
no?
her
She is
gimmick?
fiendless. So right now on Raw, she has been she has sought therapy and now has cured her inner demons.
Oh, she's no longer possessed.
She's no longer possessed, but there's still flashes in the background.
Well, you know, PTSD is real. And so when you're possessed by a demon, you're left with the trauma of said experience.
I think the Alexa Bliss story was written by Tom King.
Hey, shots fired from the comics crew.
Hey-oh.
All right, look at this. Alexa Bliss just jaw-jacking with
Yeah, he got fired, Jonas. My son wants to know, did they ever conclude the Fiend story? I'm like, yes, it was concluded with a termination of
slip.
A notification of termination letter.
Hey, Jonas.
Hey, okay, hang on. Hey, come here. Chris Bailey.
Do you know that your dad refuses to fight with me over nostalgia?
Chris Bailey would like to know if I would like to waste my time talking to him about nonsense. The answer is no. I don't like to waste my time. Go back and sit down.
Whose nonsense is what now? What's going on?
Chris Bailey likes to sign me up for college lectures that I don't want to be in chats that you're not in. So,
Chris, I like to tell him the truth, and he just ignores me.
You can't do it for an hour and a half straight in multiple paragraphs.
I'll be your unbiased third party here. What are we trying to convince him of?
I'm trying to convince him that nostalgia sells tickets when done well.
Okay, so
when done
Hurricane to
poorly-
start.
Yeah, here we go.
If we can pay attention to the wrestling, we can. Look,
Hurricane
we can fight
Rana
over
right
Star
here.
Wars later.
Holy cow.
Sidewalk slam.
So-
Suplex.
Nikki Ash and Liv Clutzy Morgan to start off this Elimination Chamber in the year of our Lord 2022.
So where are you right now, Sheehan? What are you seeing on your screen? Liv
I'm
going into the
seeing-
steel?
I'm seeing Nikki Ash being tossed into the cage here, and then she just
Jesus
backdropped
Christ!
her. That was
Nikki
rough.
Ash with the big trip on Liv Morgan,
Yeah.
smacking her head into the steel grate.
Okay.
You don't
so
learn how
guys
to
are
fall
like 2
on steel
seconds ahead of
grates,
me.
people.
Mhm.
That's Jim Ross.
My God.
listening to us. Sorry, I'm sorry.
You got her by the hair right now, dragging her? Is that what
Yeah,
happened?
I'm
And looking
almost-
at Alexa?
I am
And-
almost 50 years old. Jim Rossism still make me laugh.
It's true.
Look at this. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Ash facing off. Former tag team partners right there, glaring
former
at each other.
best friends.
Former
Did they really
best
put a
friends.
swing in her? Okay, that's a neat little bit of character right there. They put a swing in her pod, if you will.
Yes. Okay. Do you know something? That this is one friendship that never really broke up. So Nikki Ash and Alexa Bliss never feuded.
So
Oh, darn.
Are you trying to tell me that WWE started a feud but never concluded it? The devil. You
No.
say.
What I'm trying to say is that we actually had a tag team that didn't end in a death feud.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Imagine
waiting
that, they
for
broke them
Tucker and Otis to fight.
All right.
Never-
Nikki Ash goes for the pin, but Liv Morgan kicks out.
Brittany kicks out of that one.
Maybe all these times that they're slamming Liv Morgan's head into the ground will make her good.
Bailey, if you're going to keep doing that, I'm going to need you to start incorporating Britney Spears songs into the call. So, like, oh, she did it again. She hit her head.
Whoops.
My God, that Liv Morgan is toxic.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
She hit her again one more time.
Who's next here?
Who's
Dowdrop.
next? Dow drop.
Here
Here she comes, Piper Niven. She's
Yes.
coming.
That's right. Get her, Dewdrop.
And
the
I,
real
and I
star
actually
of this
like
match.
Piper Niven's suit this time. She looks appropriate here.
Mm-hmm. What was she? Was she Viper or Cobra or
She was
some
Viper,
sort of snake
Piper
name, right?
Niven. Yeah,
Viper. Okay.
I don't think that was ever on WWE TV, but she was definitely Piper
Yeah.
Niven. on
She was
television.
Piper
Mhm.
Niven and NXT UK.
UK.
And then when she hit the main roster, she became Dewdrop as part of whatever dumb angle she was doing with Carmen
Ava
Electra.
Marie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carmen Electra.
So is
3 middle-aged men not being able to get anyone's names right.
it's true. Did what's his face? God, the guy with the big beard in NXT. What the hell's his name? Ciampa. Is he on Raw now?
Ciampa
I think
on Raw?
I think he was there on.
He fought like Ziggler, right? Or
I think he was there
got into a
Monday night.
scuffle?
I saw a pic of him on Twitter Monday night. So I assume maybe he just lost the title not that long ago to Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
So maybe.
So
Now
maybe
he
he
has
actually
his-
finally came up.
They finally listened to me and they actually made him dye his beard, which I really like. Why have
I
people
resemble
going
that
in there
remark.
listen, yes, but Sheehan, you're not on public. You are sort of on public TV in front of the tens
The
and tens of people,
millions.
the tens and tens of people who are watching our show. right
Oh,
now.
Dewdrop with a senton.
Oh
splash there.
my!
That's a
Wish.
lot of ass coming down on a slight woman.
Good lord!
By God, you don't know how to crush someone with an ass.
When Dewdrop drops that ass, you better make ready.
Now, honestly, who do you think is pulling this one out? Let's get predictions on the go here. So right
Oh,
now,
God.
Dewdrop scraping Britney Spears into the cage here. Liv Morgan being choked out relentlessly on that unforgiving steel chain.
That was sloppy.
Yes, that
Yeah, I
was.
don't know
Dewdrop
what
just
happened
ran
there.
into the corner.
Oh,
she was going to
my,
headbutt
she
the
KO'd herself.
side. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh wait, I'm supposed to take a bump here. Doink.
Yeah.
And Nikki
Five.
doing. Yep, here we go.
4, 3, 2, 1. Are we on Royal Rumble time? How fast
Who's
is
it
the
gonna
clock
be
going?
Titan
here?
time. Yep.
Oh no! It's the Blade Runner.
Oh,
the
Yeah,
your
replicant.
favorite.
The replicant. The stalker.
The stalker.
Oh, what a lovely day. It's Rhea Ripley.
Oh my goodness! Look at her. Even the Saudis don't know that she's a woman.
You're so mean.
She's brutal.
You know, I don't know what you just said, Jonas. Rhea Ripley is cool looking, okay? All you people with no punk rock cred.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
me and her go to the same stylist. I think we have the same haircut.
Her pronouns are lizard/reptile.
Here's your answer, people. It's up on screen for you.
Oh, Ziggler's going down to work with Breaker and Ciampa. Okay, well that could be good use of Ziggler too. Give him a little bit of a fresh coat of paint.
They're scaling the chain here now of the Elimination Chamber. My God,
why?
Nikki Ash and the Lizard climbing high here.
But why though?
I was watching the Ruthless Aggression documentary, and they talked about the Elimination Chamber, and the very first year we had it, we couldn't stand up all the way because the roof was
because the things were too tall. Yeah.
Oh,
what's even the point of? What's the psychology here?
To be high and fall down.
Climb. Yeah, let's climb the wall. Why not?
Yeah, there's no purpose. Zero.
And now I'm going to climb down.
Yeah, that's it. There is. I talked about this with the last AEW show. A lot of these now, there's no psychology. It's just
we've had an elimination.
It's just a collection of stunts,
just moves. Yeah. Okay, Nikki Ash is gone.
Nikki Ash has been eliminated by the reptile, the replicant.
Rhea Ripley, who looks positively lovely in some people's eyes. Thank you very much.
Cold-blooded.
We all don't have the same
If you're
taste.
into men, yes, she does look beautiful. I'm not holding back. I don't care. Ban me from YouTube.
At Charlton_hero on Twitter.
Gross is all I got to say. Gross.
You're gross.
Disgusting.
Go ahead, you put on your Boba Fett and jerk off in the closet. Think of you.
I love it. I love it. That is the best. Oh, here we go.
Who's next?
Speaking of someone who ain't a man, it's Alexa Bliss.
Yes, Alexa Bliss, definitely not a man.
No,
sir.
However, she did just get off her part-time job at Hot Topic.
Yes, sir. She got a 10% discount to buy that uniform. I'll have you know.
Did.
Britney Spears down. Alexa Bliss front dropkick on the reptile.
Look at that hurricane on Alexa Bliss. She's on fire.
Good Lord.
Drop kick. There it is.
What was that?
Alexa Bliss.
She's probably gone like the furthest with the least amount of talent that I've seen in the women's division in a very long time.
What were those moonsaults?
I don't know what
she
she's
just
doing.
had a seizure.
Did she just do a floor routine? Does she think she's at the Olympics? Wrong country. You need to go to China.
I think the idea is to actually connect, Alexa. I think you missed that part of wrestling school.
I'm going to hit you with the wind from my flip.
Oh, my goodness.
I am an elemental.
And Rhea, just what a beel to the corner.
Liv's new album will be out very soon.
Oops, I still suck.
Wait a second. That could have been bad for oh my goodness. Her gear got hooked up in the top rope there.
She's stuck. Yeah, down stuck.
Literally hoisted by her own petard.
Help my shoe.
Hoisted by her leotard.
Oh, she was going to try to side slam Dewdrop. That would have worked.
Yeah, once again, there's no psychology. It's just a collection of stunts.
Let's climb and fall.
You know what? They give Nyla Rose a lot of grief, but they don't give like Rhea Ripley any grief over being in the ring with women. I don't understand.
Nyla,
you got it, baby. You got
Nyla
it.
Rose
Come on.
Actually,
where's my
I am
PC
an
babies
ally
at?
of that community. Thank you
I
very
am too.
much.
Me too,
Sure
baby.
you are.
I just not this particular person.
I'll be covering a comic book written by Nyla Rose on X-Lapsed pretty soon.
Really? What is it?
Giant size X-Men Thunderbird, because they brought Thunderbird back.
Hang on. I'm going to throw this up on screen because it amuses me. So
that's
few people
great.
will be listening later. See what you missed out on? All the stuff that I threw up for people to watch on video. Oh, here comes Bianca Belair with a big athletic drop kick and a nip up.
When did Bianca get in? Did we miss that?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness! What a knee by Britney Spears there on Bianca Belair. Just KO'd her right there with that.
And Alexa just walked into the corner and gently patted the corner, the turnbuckle.
Never before has anybody been so unstable than Bianca. Wait a minute! A one-handed deadlift on Britney right here, back into the chamber.
Bianca Belair, like legit,
she's a freak, dude. She is awesome.
I'm thinking about getting hair just so I could spin it at work.
There you go.
Love it.
Oh, she's great.
Arn Anderson style spine.
You're a little ahead of us again there, Bailey, because when you said she was kneeing her in the head, I was about couple of seconds off.
Yeah, I just got the spine buster.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
me too. Sorry. So me and
Okay.
Sheehan are lined up.
Yeah, the
right.
cock. We're on the cock here, so it's a.
Okay, I'll
the way
dial
it
her back. I'll just pause. As soon as you see Rhea Ripley rub her head,
Yep.
let me know. I'll unpause it.
Okay.
Then we're on the thing.
Right
Okay.
now.
There it is.
done.
Yep.
Okay, we're here. We're synced up. Perfect. There we are.
Oh yeah, we have. Here we are. Our
face-off.
WrestleMania face off here.
Face.
Once again, the rivals, the Charlotte and Becky-esque rivals of Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley.
What is happening on the floor here?
Yeah, they're just
In
writhing.
front of them. Yeah, they're writhing in perfect position. They're in
All right,
sync
we have
here. They're like, we can double suplex
synchronized
these.
suplexes. Woo!
Who's going to do it better? One-hander. Oh, wait a second. She's showing him off. She's showing Alexa off to the Saudi people. How disrespectful.
That's not gonna fly.
That is going to get them banned here. Oh, that's a shot
what
to
a
the face
smack.
there. Good
Shot.
heavens.
Bianca Belair was having some fun there with Rhea Ripley, and Rhea Ripley is not caught into it.
Now, Bill Shepard says every time you scream Alexa, his Amazon Cube chimes. So, Alexa, order up 500 packs of toilet paper.
There you go.
Here we go. Going for the torture rack.
Oh.
She's got the replicant up there on the back there. Just pressing her out. Wait a second. Nope.
You think what Rhea's wearing is actual dog collar?
I don't think Liv even know what she did at that point. Oh, my
I
goodness.
don't know what that was
Alexa.
either. What?
Alexa,
That
And
was
she's got
the,
Batman's utility belt stuck to her shoe.
so I can't remember what the stupid thing they call that, but Alexa Bliss just hit the that's like a flipping neck breaker over on Liv Morgan.
Twisted
Oh, man.
Bliss right there. Can she get a 3 count on that one?
Wow.
And she's got
Look
it.
at that.
Klutzy is
Wow.
out. Down
My
with
goodness.
Klutzy. Down with Klutzy.
I mean, how bad do you have to be to job to the candy stripe or whatever the hell?
I want.
They got to get that belt out of the ring. It keeps
When
getting
did
stuck to people's
Dewdrop get
shoes.
eliminated? Wait a sec. What happened to Dewdrop?
I think she's
Wait.
sleeping.
She's hibernating.
She's
No,
she's
did
in a
she get
cave somewhere.
eliminated?
If she did,
Oh
we missed
my
it.
goodness! Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
don't think so, man.
Bianca Belair just hit a clothesline from hell.
Just look at the power of Bianca Belair. This
She
is ridiculous.
insane. And there's that
Like, in a-
KOD.
Wow.
in a fair
She's gonna
world,
pin her
not a,
straight up here.
in a fair
She
world,
got her.
not
Wow.
a single woman in that division, with the exception of Ronda Rousey, beats Bianca Belair. Too
That
black,
has
too
to be an
strong.
upset, guys.
Oh, yeah.
That is like a straight up clean pinfall on
Go
Rhea
Beyond.
Ripley right here.
Go Bianca Belair, man.
Wow.
Killing it.
Color me impressed here
can't-
on that one.
I can't think of another wrestler who, by sheer nature of their physical ability, has won me over.
Oh, totally.
I refuse to call that the Canadian Destroyer.
And
Yeah,
she's got the
No,
charisma
no
on
more,
top of it
no more.
as
that
well.
was more of a Lithuanian destroyer. I mean, that was barely
Exactly.
anything.
Canada has disowned the Canadian Destroyer. You guys can have it. Have
I
it
think
back.
that was the code red, right? Because she
Panama
hooked-
Sunrise. Panama Sunrise.
Whatever
that's
it
what
was,
the little guy does, right?
whatever it was, it looked like the person giving the move had no effort involved and just went for the ride on the flip. It was terrible.
Sheehan, where
Shades
is
of Buff
Dewdrop?
Bagwell.
Seriously, where is Dewdrop? We missed something. I'm telling you.
We must have. Is anybody who anybody in
Oh.
the comments here? One of the hot girls pinned the big girl a long time ago. Okay.
Dewdrop is a very attractive lady.
She is.
There's nothing wrong with Dewdrop.
She is.
We all have different tastes. Everyone deserves a
Oh
little
my.
bit of love.
Alexa Bliss
My
literally
goodness.
being ragdolled here. Bianca Belair about to scale that top rope here. She going upstairs.
Bill's threatening to send all the toilet paper you order to your house, by the way, Bailey. Good. Do it. Spell out Star Wars sucks when you do.
Disregard this man. Oh my!
Oh my God! What the
Alexa
hell
Bliss-
was that?
The pool was empty from like a mile away.
Oh,
She's
she
like,
was
I'm
going for
gonna-
that front face DDT.
Like, I really need to sell this match. Let me die on my face.
Yeah.
even.
Well, it's a tribute to Lita, who's going to be showing up later.
Well,
Yep.
she'll do it by accident.
Oh, wait a second. Big Alexa Bliss is just a step off here in this match. She hasn't connected with almost any of her moves.
Which
Lita's
means
gonna-
she's like a step better than usual.
Lita's gonna.
Oh,
triple-
was
wait.
that?
Oh, I thought that was a screw up. I was going to say.
No, she just like she's.
Here we go. It's
Yeah.
going to be zero
It's,
execution on that one
yeah.
at all. Never
And
connected
what?
at all. Wait a
And
second.
Nelson
Roll up.
sells it.
Roll up.
No, sir. Only
Bianca
a 2
Belair
count
kicks
right there
out.
on that one.
And what? Oh,
Another
boy.
roll. Alexa Bliss. Sloppy as fuck.
So we're down to just Alexa Bliss and Bianca Belair now, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Wow, this has gotten very, very sloppy.
Yeah, like
are they both gassed
they
right
are
now?
wrestling. So they are wrestling like two people moshing in a mosh pit.
Maybe the leotards are making them sweat and they're like really tired.
Like they're just dancing into one another.
That's it.
Yeah, that there is no execution of moves happening here.
Okay, finally the torture rack into the KOD.
There it is. That's it. That's got to finish
please,
this one.
spinner,
Alexa
please,
Bliss
spinner.
is done.
Okay,
Bianca Belair.
I like
She is headed to WrestleMania.
I like her gyrating hips on top of Alexa Bliss. I'm just gonna say that was very nice.
That's
well done,
ridiculous.
Bianca Belair.
This is in Saudi, and we don't talk about that stuff
I'm
here.
getting death
Okay.
glares from my daughter again because I like Bianca Belair's gyrating hips.
No,
as she's on
no,
top
you
of
can't
Alexa
say
Bliss.
that.
That was her
can't
tribute
say
to
that.
Elvis Presley.
That's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
All right, so here, junior feminist, come on in. Come join
Lily.
the party here.
Lily.
You need to here.
I want to join the party.
Jesus Christ. So here's where the microphone is, everyone. Come closer. So Lily, what did you think of the ladies elimination chamber match?
It was good. Very interesting.
Okay, did you like who won?
Yes, I'm glad Bianca Belair won. Although I was rooting for Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, and Bianca Belair.
So not even my kid likes Dewdrop. All right, get out of here. All right, and here is Neckbeard McGee from the He-Man She-Girl Haters Club. What did you think of the women's elimination chamber match, Jonas? Come here, Neckbeard.
Why did you call me Neckbeard?
You'll find out in a few years.
So, I feel like at the end, it kind of just became some slightly tapping each other.
Slightly tapping, okay.
Yeah.
Did it feel like sloppy, like they weren't even hitting the moves?
Yeah.
Okay, even the 8-year-old picked that up.
Mhm.
Good job, Jonas. My children are the best wrestling analysts you
The
can find.
metric, yes.
Yes,
They tell truth. Children tell truth.
they certainly do,
product.
Ollie. All right,
See,
folks.
they're not spoiled, like tainted like us. But anyway,
Mhm.
it's time to pay the bills, Mark Radulich. What do you got to say?
A couple of things. One, as far as paying bills go, yes. If you're hanging out with us here on YouTube or Twitch or Facebook, we have some offers for you. One of which, speaking of Amazon Alexas, we have a 30-day trial of the Amazon Music Unlimited service. If you click the link at getamazonmusic.com/W2M network, again, that's getamazonmusic.com/W2M network, you can get a free 30-day trial of Amazon Music Unlimited. Streams over 70 million songs at your disposal, just at your fingertips, with the link that we're giving away in the description of this podcast. Again, that's getamazonmusic.com/W2M network. As far as other things going on, just a quick look at the schedule. Next week, the 26th of February, myself and Robert Winfrey will be returning to the alternative commentary booth for some boxing. We've got on Showtime, they had one guy fall out. I think it was Robert Gutierrez fall out of the match due to COVID. So instead, it'll be Chris Colbert versus Hector Luis Garcia for a eliminator match for what would have been, I believe, the featherweight title on Showtime. So we'll be doing commentary for that. And then March 5th, myself and Dan Lasby will be doing a commentary for UFC 272 Covington versus Masvidal. We'll also, the night before, be doing an ESPN show, Jose Ramirez versus Jose Pedraza. So that's what we got coming up in the next 2 weeks in the alternative commentary booth. As far as the next wrestling goes, is Sheehan back yet? I wanted to make sure he's not back yet. We will be doing a whole bunch of stuff for WrestleMania week when that occurs. But I can tell you that as far as reviews go, we won't be doing a alternative commentary, but we will be doing a review for AEW Revolution.
All
and that'll be March 9th. And that'll be myself, Chris Bailey, and returning to the Radulich and Broadcasting Network from movies that don't suck and some that do, Neil Blackwood. So that'll be fun. Us three reviewing AEW Revolution at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at 9 on March 9th. Harry Broadhurst and I tonight, as a matter of fact, after Impact goes off the air, Impact's got No Surrender going on. We will be doing a review of both that show and AIW, All Intense Wrestling. You know what? I'm not leaving. So when you wake up tomorrow, Sunday morning, you will have a review from myself and Harry Broadhurst for that. All right. So now that Sheehan's back, Sheehan, here's your deal, man.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to bother Chris Sheehan all day. At noon, when NXT Stand and Deliver hits the cock.
My favorite Edward James Olmos movie.
Yes, sir. Chris Sheehan and I will be doing an alternative commentary for NXT Stand and Deliver prior to WrestleMania. And then in the evening, we'll be back again for WrestleMania Night 1. And maybe Chris Bailey will be there. Maybe not. Maybe he'll be there the next night when we do Night 2 on April 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the next... So the next wrestling alternative commentaries are Ring of Honor. That's myself and Harry Broadhurst doing the Supercard of Honor on April 1st.
Ring of Honor still a thing?
Certainly is, Ollie.
Huh. She's coming back. Rebooted.
Saturday, April 2nd, me and Chris Sheehan doing Stand and Deliver. And then we'll be back again for WrestleMania Nights 1 and 2. So that's what we got going on the schedule, folks.
Hey,
Charlotte.
Making her way towards the ring.
We're doing this now?
Women's champion Charlotte Flair, baby.
I guess they're going to end. I guess they're going to end the pay-per-view with the premium live event.
PLE
with you can go, Jonas. You don't have to watch this. She's looking at me like, really? Do I have to? And I'm like, no, it's fine. I guess they're going to end the premium live event with the men's Elimination Chamber. Okay. I don't want to be fooled like I was with the Royal Rumble that because they're ending with that something big's going to happen. So
that's where we're going to get 87 minutes of pyro for the new arrival, right?
Yeah. Okay. So I was starting to go there, but I didn't realize we were into the next match. We have Charlotte coming out for her tag team match with Ronda Rousey, Naomi, and Sonya Deville. So Chris Bailey, succinctly, tell me your thoughts on Cody Rhodes possibly coming back to the WWE.
I think what's really happening, I think that Mr. Khan has spent a bit of money to acquire the Ring of Honor library, and I think what we're seeing is that we'll probably see Cody head over to Ring of Honor. However, if he does walk over next door to the WWE, I think that is a pretty big deal. Do you remember when X-Pac returned over on Raw after going to WCW? And literally,
I was there live that night. I swear to God, I think I yelled so that I spit on the person in front of me.
You felt the mood change in wrestling when X-Pac showed up on Raw that night. True. I mean, it was a shot across the bow. Oh man, it was something else. Mm-hmm. And I think finally, if Cody actually shows up on WWE, that's that dent in the armor of AEW. They're no longer invincible. You've got one of the top pillars of that company. If he walks away and comes back, that sends a message. I'm telling you right now. So,
yeah, we were talking as the show is beginning. To go back a little bit, I've been saying both online and I said it earlier. I said, hey, the WWE can get one big main event out of Cody Rhodes where he jobs for Roman Reigns. Money well spent. It's another guy that, seriously, it's another guy that they can throw under another head they can throw under Roman Reigns' wall.
Yeah.
He beat Cody Rhodes. Now the perception is that he's a big star because he's been over in AEW. He was the head of this company there for a while. He seemed people, perception is per person, but the general consensus is that he seems like a big star. And WWE can take advantage
or at least
of
a
that.
big deal. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. If you're watching the screen, wait a second.
Bailey, X-Pac was more over than Cody now and forever.
Oh no question. No question. I'm just talking. All I'm talking about is just the shift, the paradigm shift. We'll call it.
Yeah. It was. Being there live in Albany that night when X-Pac showed up the day after WrestleMania 14, it was more of yay, a big win for the WWE in a year in years and years of losses to this company, WCW, than it was I'm happy to see the 1, 2, 3 kid.
Sure.
That's what that was all about.
I'm feeling the glow.
We're full of it.
So
You can't see it. You can't see it if you're just listening on podcast, but I'm literally feeling the glow here in Newfoundland.
Okay, there's my TikTok for the night.
Woo! Go Naomi. Let's lose again as usual.
Normally I look for something where we're saying something funny or interesting, but I'm just clipping that. Bailey
Feeling the glow.
feeling the glow. You feel that glow, Bailey, right down in your knickerbockers.
I forgot that when it's WrestleMania season, it's also Naomi season.
That's right. Yes, right. She wins. It's the only time she wins, Sheehan.
It's the only time she shows up. She'll just leave after WrestleMania. Something will happen and she'll go away.
I don't give a damn about your bad reputation, Mark Radulich.
Here comes the only star of this entire show.
What in the hell is Ronda wearing?
She's wearing a gi. She's wearing a gi. Ah, she's wearing a gi.
What the hell is this?
I love it. Kill everyone, Ronda, then go into the crowd and start taking arms.
That's like if two people picked Ken in Street Fighter 2. She's alternate Ken right now.
What is happening here? That is a bathrobe.
That is a bathrobe. You culturally inappropriate boob.
That is
no, that's terry cloth. That's towel.
That's terry cloth, dude. That belt may be legit, but that's a bathrobe. That's straight from the Saudi hotel.
That is a martial arts gi. Where's Andrew Graham to tell you people what's going on? My goodness.
Come on, somebody in the comments, pick up for me. This is ridiculous. I'm going back to feeling the glow.
You got to.
God. I can't with you.
So while we sit through all of Ronda's accolades here,
yes,
what do we think about Steve Austin possibly coming back for WrestleMania?
Oh, good. Listen. It's long overdue. I knew they were going to pull it out this time. Yeah. I guess that really tells us that The Rock is not happening whatsoever.
Not this year.
You're definitely not doing Steve Austin and The Rock all at once. But Austin could have done a match like years ago.
For sure. He's in tremendous shape. From the looks of it. I don't know if that's ring shape, but
I think a lot of these guys can pull out one match, and they don't.
I mean, what does Austin have to do, really?
Right.
I mean,
Goldberg just showed the way, Chris Bailey, the Goldberg way. You show up for a big paycheck, hit a couple of signature moves, let Roman Reigns choke you out.
Look at Ronda Rousey in her bathrobe.
Just not a bathrobe.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. If I could send a hook to Canada and pull you off camera, I would.
Wait, is she going to actually wrestle in the bathrobe?
It's not a bathrobe. It's a bathrobe. It's all right.
She got that at Mervin's 25 years ago.
Ronda straight from
Bill Shepherd, who's been loving my feeling the glow. He wants jazz fingers.
Do it.
Ridiculous.
So
look, now they're putting another belt around Ronda's back.
Yeah,
look at this.
She's supposed to do this with one hand tied behind her.
Oh my God. That's loose. She can get out. That's loose.
It's such a treat to see Ronda Rousey smile.
So Sonya Deville has a broken arm, I guess,
or shoulder, or something, or wrist, or elbow. Here we go. Bell has rung, and Ronda with her traditional martial arts gi.
Look at this!
Oh, she was faking it all along.
Oh my goodness,
Sonya Deville,
and it doesn't phase Ronda because Ronda is a legit killer,
and Sonya still sucks.
Nearly undefeated as UFC Women's Champion at Bantamweight.
Oh, she's barefoot too.
Yeah.
Wait, she's not wearing shoes. I don't know if that's culturally appropriate.
It's fine. She's in her traditional martial arts fighting wear. It's fine for her to be barefoot. And if you're listening here, if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch or Facebook, go ahead, leave us a comment. Tell Chris Bailey that he's culturally inappropriate. It's fine.
That is not true.
We're here for it.
Oh my God, I'm Canadian, for God's sake.
We're
a melting pot up here in Canada.
Canada, the land of no culture. Sorry.
And poutine.
Maple syrup and hockey is not a culture.
Charlotte Flair basically naked on the outside of the ring here.
All
Speaking
right.
of inappropriate, my God, I can't even look at my screen here.
Mhm.
Oh, let the birds loose.
Let
is
the
it, Chan?
pigeons free.
Let
yeah.
the pigeons free. Yep.
There's a lot of malarkey going on in this match here.
It
A lot of
sure is.
wrestling. A lot of-
Ronda's hand is basically on her side now, not even behind her back. Come on, tighten that up there, referee.
I don't think anybody cares about the rules of professional wrestling here.
Here comes Naomi, and
Oh, my
Naomi
goodness.
wins all big matches except against Sonya Deville, which she loses every single one.
All right. Finally, we see a wrestling match happen.
Kinda.
Here we go. Naomi up and over, almost with a modified stinger splash there with a forearm. Up into the. Oh, my
Ooh,
goodness.
Good
Jesus
grief.
Christ, you took that one in the back of your throat.
Mhm.
She went face first into
Got
the
a
buckle. and
tonsillectomy, yeah.
Sonya Deville just delivering the shits of a move here.
And then follows it up with garbage. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
my
not seeing
Lord.
a lot of high-level wrestling on this event.
She's
I'm just
going for
saying.
Naomi went for the bulldog and Sonya lifted her and threw her face first into the buckle and post. It was brutal.
Yeah.
And
Really
then just
nice.
like gently tapped her with the forearm to knock her down.
Oh my God.
Those knee strikes
Irish
were
whip off the
terrible.
ropes. Look at the glow
Mhm.
just matrixing underneath the move there.
She slid into home base is what she did.
Ronda's just comfortable. She's gonna have a cigar out there with that robe on.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna have a cognac and a.
I'm putting this one on screen, and I'm actually going to read this out loud because I want everyone to know what this man has said. This man is a genius. They should put him in charge of booking AEW. Jay Roy says they should have Ronda beat both Sonya and Charlotte, then do a 10-minute promo about women's rights. Yes,
I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
That's what I want to see.
And then while she's at that, out Sonya Deville for being a lesbian and throw her into the crowd.
Right, that's unnecessary.
Hey, I'm just telling the truth here. You can't do a women's promo in a place that don't care about women. Come on.
You can see how much they care about women. They're there with their families. They're having a good time. It's a
Mhm.
positive thing.
And Ronda
What's
ain't wearing
happening here.
shoes.
Because you don't wear shoes when you're a martial artist doing martial arts fighting in a martial arts
I
atmosphere.
usually don't wear them when I get out of the shower either.
Oh my God.
Serious knife edge chops here.
Mm-hmm. Shades of
Charlotte
her father,
Flair.
who the WWE didn't even call on his 18th divorce.
We're not allowed to speak the word.
Oh,
Listen, all I gotta say, he was helicoptering.
Are you referring to Mr. Baby Arm?
Oh, yeah. The arm was
Tommy
helicoptering.
Dreamer said that's okay though. Tommy Dreamer,
Tommy-
he co-signed it.
I think we should talk more about Tommy Dreamer.
I think we should not. I think nobody should talk about Tommy Dreamer, including his own family. Anyway,
Have you
So we
seen
have
Tommy Dreamer lately, by the way?
no, Charlotte.
Yeah.
I have seen Charlotte Flair beat on Ronda Rousey in this match. She
Midlife
tagged
crisis
in
hit him hard.
Sonya
boy.
Deville. You do stop. God
We're
damn
getting,
it.
we're getting
Damn it,
Gorilla
Bobby!
Monsoon here.
Will you stop?
Unseen
Okay.
Bullercos.
We are podcast journalists, by the way. So this is just we're just doing our job.
Yes, nailed it. Also,
This is
Ronda
the-
Rousey in her
Listen.
bathrobe, struggling in the corner here.
Ronda Rousey has one arm tied behind her gi. This is the
Tied to
greatest
the
She
side
night.
of
She has
her
one
bathrobe.
hand loosely attached to the front of her.
This
her
is the
bathrobe.
greatest night in the history of our sport. But what side is Ronda Rousey on is what we're trying to ask these
They
people.
might as well have had her just do like the Al Bundy, because she just has like her hand down the side of her shirt there.
Charlotte Flair with the
It's funny, but I'm not acknowledging it.
Nope. We are laughing at it, but we won't read it out loud.
All right. Charlotte Flair with a boot to the face of, I guess it was Naomi who fell off the ring.
1, 2. Yes, it was Naomi.
All right. Ronda Rousey trying to fight her way out of the corner. Charlotte Flair gets kicked a couple times in the abdomen. Charlotte Flair now going to town on Ronda Rousey's face with rights and lefts.
Ronda not feeling good about that. She's shaking it off there.
Yeah.
But
Good thing her outfit's so absorbent.
at least she's comfortable. She is.
Yeah, because her outfit is very absorbent.
This is horrible. Oh,
Send
oh
all
my
hate
God!
mail
Well, stop-
to Stalker_hero on Twitter and at Ace Comics.
This is the worst.
This is not good.
Oh my God. Poor Ronda Rousey with one hand tied behind her back tried to make the tag to Naomi and just was floundering all over the place like a fish here. This
was
is not a good look for Ronda
This
Rousey.
is not a good idea to do this kind of gimmick match with Ronda Rousey.
No.
This sucks. Oh my god. This is Kennel from Hell bad.
This is awful.
Oh, hang on now.
Oh,
It's
makes
not
the
that
tag
bad.
finally. God, thank God a wrestler in there. Come on.
Oh, dude, Naomi, like in all seriousness, has some big fucking ups, dude.
Oh
Like
yeah.
you do.
She
definitely
can get
does.
up there, man.
Look at that. Boom.
Big kick to the head from Naomi to Charlotte Flair.
Hurricane.
And,
Ronda
Hurricane-
missed it completely.
Jesus Christ with these hurricanranas. I've
Yeah.
seen
Here we go.
tighter, more impactful hurricanranas than Circus du Soleil.
my.
Yeah, this is like ECW 1996 Hurricane Rana's here.
Yeah, this is like Lucha Libre hurricanranas where they're barely even touching each other and they're throwing themselves hither and yon.
Ooh, that was
Listen,
a nice corkscrew.
I know Naomi's wearing like a modified Saudi suit there, but that looks really good on her.
It's
Yeah,
not
it does.
bad. And
It
it was
does.
and it was like blacklight. So I mean,
Yeah.
when she came out, it was it worked into her gimmick.
Oh, she looks good.
That's a pretty good look, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I tell you what, Naomi, best wrestler in this match.
Oh,
Oh,
100%.
by far.
100%.
Like actually like hitting moves
Yeah.
Yep.
and they look impactful.
Now, if they let Ronda, out of the damn arm thing and let her just do some stuff, it'd be fun to watch.
Naomi
But
should
we're
go-
not getting that.
Like Ronda Rousey is not Rick Martel. You can't do this kind of thing with her.
No, she's not a comedy heel. I mean, it's
That's a quote for you. Ronda Rousey is not Rick Martel.
now I want to see her spray people with a
What?
with an atomizer.
Just with the arrogance. Do you get the arrogance? Oh, figure 4 leg lock. Come on, Naomi.
Ronda
Shades
Rousey.
of that guy we don't talk about,
Yep.
and who the WWE didn't call during his 18th divorce.
Helicopter whirly bird, we'll call him. For as a
Shades of
code
baby
name.
arm McGee.
Yep, shades of baby arm McGee. Oh no, that evil Sonya Deville coming in to pick the bones. Oh, the big
running
knee. That's
knee.
going to do it. 1, 2. Wait a minute. Kick out.
Oh, she got her. No, she didn't.
There's still life left in the glow
It's a
stick.
good shot, man. That knee looked legit.
It did.
It probably
No,
was.
listen, Naomi's contribution to this match has not been bad. So
No.
I'm going to tell you
Right,
right
so
now, it's been good.
Naomi,
Oh,
who I've been-
no.
Naomi, who I've been giving a lot of praise to, just
Oh
threw that
my-
kick and stumbled
oh.
over.
Shane
way off
McMahon
balance
school
there.
of punches here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Ronda Rousey.
One
did
arm
now.
Irish whip.
The legit badass, the legitimate killer, Ronda Rousey, in the ring and did. I don't know.
Going for the
With
arm
arm
bar.
bar with one arm.
Nope. Charlotte Flair's going to stop her slowly. Gibbily.
Hey, is Asuka still with this company?
I think she's like coming back soon, but I think
Okay.
she was on the injured list.
What about Bailey?
Also coming back
She's
soon.
also come back soon. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we got it.
Yeah,
We got an arm bar. There it is. Ronda takes another arm home. Good for you, Ronda.
Ronda Rousey just laying back, casual in that bathrobe. She's
In
ready
the-
to have a cigar. Just
In
casual.
defense of this match, this is for Christine and I were talking about this earlier. This is basically a house show. It's like a glorified house
Yep.
show.
Mhm.
This is a house show audience. It's a paid audience. This was an attraction. This was not supposed to be Daniel Bryan versus Kenny Omega, 5 stars in the Tokyo Dome. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. What, as in terms of pure wrestling, was it great? No, of course not. It was a train wreck. But
Mhm.
but it was entertaining. It was there were enough spots in there for people to get behind and have a good time enjoying themselves. Ronda Rousey gets to be on a big show in the run up to WrestleMania, where she'll be a big star. It's fine, Chris Bailey. It's fine.
You
It
know
still
what?
wasn't fun to watch.
I didn't say it was.
I listen. I would watch that match again. I absolutely would. So there you go.
Really?
Yes, for the sheer novelty and disaster that it was, I would watch it again. I would show somebody like, look how ridiculous Ronda Rousey looks in her bathrobe.
In a bathrobe.
Competing.
It's so awful.
That was terrible.
Oh my god.
But let me tell you something. The
Yes, sir.
story of that match is Naomi. That girl can go. So
Oh yeah.
When you need somebody to come in and put on a match and take spots and for people, I'm like, who better in the women's division than Naomi? She's solid for sure.
who better
You
than
know,
Canyon?
They just used adjectives to describe what WrestleMania is, and one of them was stupendous.
It's do something.
You remember when they were running tweets on the bottom of the screen like incessantly back in the day?
Oh my god,
remember-
yes.
Somebody had put on there, this episode of Raw is brutal. And I think they didn't realize what brutal
They
meant.
highlighted it.
And they ran it. Yeah.
Right. That's hilarious.
Brutal. I mean, high impact. That's what they meant.
This is just,
Wow. How brutal is this match?
All right, so we have a break here in the action. Christian, I'll go to you first. Did you hear the Undertaker in Texas
In
be
the Hall of
inducted
Fame.
into the Hall of Fame? Yeah.
So all the buzz is who's going to introduce him? Who do you think?
It's gotta be Kane, don't
gotta
you
be
think?
Kane. Yeah.
It's gotta be Kane.
In my opinion. Now, there's also some talk that Vince McMahon himself may do the intro. So I think I don't see it either. I think it's 100% Kane a lock. But
here's my issue.
Understand Vince for sure.
Here is my issue with Vince McMahon doing it, and this is something that Brian Last talks about on the Jim Cornette podcast. Is that he's incoherent now, and it's embarrassing to see him on camera. Like, I'm not even trying to be mean. Like, at this point, think about like your eldest male relative, and when they talk to you and how you're just like and it's like you can't understand half of what they're saying, and they can't get to a point. They're just rambling. Some of it's just mush mouth. And you're like, okay, but you accept that because they're your family and you love them and they're not on camera. But you wouldn't ask that person to go deliver the "I have a dream" speech.
No,
you know, like, please address the people in your mush mouth.
It's really bad though. It's distracting. His face it's like a surgery gone bad now at this point.
Yeah,
he is. Yeah, he's really.
Yeah, he looks like he took a tree trunk to the face.
He looks like this. He looks Joker-esque like this.
So
God damn it, pal.
So while I think in terms of like loyalty, relationship, love of your brother, and you know, Vince McMahon and The Undertaker, I think would be a good pairing in terms of the Hall of Fame, but I do not want to see Vince talk in public anymore.
Thank you.
I think it hurts his legacy, to be quite honest.
No, it's true. It's true.
Yes, I am in fact wearing a Kamala the Ugandan Headhunter shirt because I'm awesome like that.
Oh, well, if you're wearing that, okay, I'll break this bad boy up. Here we go.
Hot Rod?
Oh, you know something, man.
You know.
Oh, you know. Come on.
Damn it, Sheehan. Where's your wrestling t-shirt, you nerd?
Sorry.
I'm going to send you
we'll
one
have
in
to
the
send
mail.
him one. I love the Kamala shirt, though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's one you don't see every day. Love it. Do the slap the belly.
Yep.
Slap the there you go. We're gonna send. Well, I know what we could do. We can send Sheehan a kimchi mask. He can be your handler.
There you go.
I think
unless you want to send me a Dextrosity t-shirt.
I may have to.
Okay, great idea time. Ready?
Oh no, here we go.
Next WrestleMania. What's the next WrestleMania you're going to attend, Mark?
As long as there are 2 nights, none.
Okay. Let's say for shits and giggles you're going to Texas, for example.
Sure.
You should go as Kamala in blackface and have Sheehan bring you.
Well, I am Kamala shaped. I don't need to be doing blackface in 2022 in the year of our Lord. I don't feel like people would appreciate the humor in that. You know, at large.
2022. Anyway. Am I right?
Gang.
Hi-yo. All right. We're ready to start the next match here.
Who we got? Oh, it's Madcap Moss, who I wish was Rick Boogs.
Yeah, I don't know who Madcap. Somebody asked who Madcap Moss was. I don't know who he is. I know he's been hanging around. He's been with Happy Corbin,
buddy. Yeah.
Hey, Jonas, the douche is about to come out. Do you want to watch? So he's not in the match, but he'll be involved because his lackey is going to be involved in the match. This is also,
you know what? If I was built like Madcap Moss, I'd wear that every day to work. Just like
one
that.
Of these ones where they're going to be able to hit each other with a bunch of stuff, and they can pin each other anywhere. Okay. This will be a fun one to watch.
This guy is so jacked he doesn't realize that his career is over after this gimmick.
All right, so I'm not going to. Okay, so the thing in Disney is you're not allowed to, as adults, wear costumes anymore. Yes. So what they do is people wear normal clothing that's made to look like a costume. So like if you're Winnie the Pooh, you wear like yellow pants and a red shirt, and you're Winnie the Pooh. I'm going to do that, and I can't. I think it's
as Kamala.
Yeah, I'm going to do that as Kamala. Okay, I will show up to a wrestling event with pants? Just my brown shirt and brown pants and beating on myself.
There you go.
But
and I'm going to be Reverend Slick.
But yeah, but that's where I was going with this. Somebody made the suggestion that Sheehan should join me as Slick. And if you will go as white middle-aged Slick, but doing the
thing of it
gestures.
is, I am a jive soul bro.
You are. I've always said that about you.
Yeah,
He's always lying to his friends.
I'm always lying to my friends.
And you'll never be nothing in the end. You're a giant soul, bro.
Oh my God!
I-
Speaking
I
of
like-
dead
I
careers,
like to eat Yardbird.
I want to put this in perspective. So we're here in Saudi, okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Drew McIntyre is facing Madcap Moss.
Uh-huh.
How was your career?
A main event in any temple on the planet.
Listen, he's not in one of the chamber matches. He's on the look. There are people, as was pointed out earlier, there are people probably crying in the locker room that they didn't get to be on this show because this is a fairly big payday for them.
You know what? I hope he takes the sword and kills Madcap Moss right now. Murders him right in the middle of Saudi. They'd love it.
It wouldn't be the first murder in Saudi Arabia on television. Somebody else asked, I think it might have been you, Bailey, who was like, please make sure you mention something about the awfulness that happens in certain aspects of Saudi Arabian culture. I got my joke in. I'm done
There you
now.
go. We got sword. Yeah. Oh lordy.
Listen, I'm not even going to say it.
Yeah, we all know where it's headed.
Yeah, somebody already called me out for
Yep.
it. Yeah, I knew what I was
Very
doing.
poor choice of words.
I knew what I was doing when I said it, and now I've said it, and I'm done now.
He's canceled. He's done.
It'll be the first time.
I'm already canceled.
Fire me! I'm already fired.
So if you had facial hair like Happy Corbin, would you grow facial hair?
No.
No, sir.
I mean, look at that. Oh,
At least you guys are able to grow facial hair. Like Mark just looks like he's got facial hair. Sheehan's got like super well groomed. I look like bum on the street, but he looks like you guys intentionally did it. I look homeless.
No.
With my Piper shirt on.
You can't take that away from me. My gimmick is homeless. Yes. I like to look
Homeless
ungroomed
Piper.
and homeless. That's what I like to do.
Why is the lady referee holding her back? Does she have bad back? Is she?
she's the aluminum
Wait a
monster.
second here.
Uh-oh.
A double team.
It's a false
This is
count
how
anywhere
good door.
match. And
Oh,
Barry,
no
can you
DQ,
not
huh?
block the television? Thank you.
Send Ronda Rousey out.
He literally just kind of like flew on the ground, like die.
Yes.
Die.
Because there's no rules. There is, as I tried to point out to your mother that one time, there are no rules in these gimmick matches, and therefore somebody else can interfere.
And why did he stop? Is the thing. Like, why did he stop interfering?
So the match could happen.
But
Are you looking for logic in the WWE
I
in the
am.
year of our Lord 2022?
It's true.
Because he hit him from behind. Basically, Drew is aware that he's attacking him now, so he's
I
a
like
coward.
Drew's,
He's not going to attack him to his face.
I like Drew's knee pads. I think they look
Yes.
pretty cool.
I do too, actually.
Yeah,
You know what?
plaid.
As a package, Drew McIntyre looks like the real deal, man. I'm
So
telling you right now.
my son, Jay Royce, and I'm sure a lot of other people are now questioning if there's no rules, why
Oh,
can't
here we go.
Drew McIntyre just use the sword?
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
a good point.
I called it. I want it,
Yeah,
and I would actually promote that right there in Saudi.
Mhm.
Live
Mhm.
death.
You wouldn't be the only one.
Yep, they lined up outside the
Hey-o.
door. Hey. I mean, I'd even go for a stoning. That'd be great.
Jesus Christ, dude.
we're going old school.
Wow.
Ooh.
Meanwhile,
Oh, shades
Oh,
of.
wait a second here.
I thought we were going to get Eric Bischoff through the table.
No, Eric Bischoff. Poor Drew McIntyre. Can you imagine if they finished Drew McIntyre and put him through the table?
so what? I mean, Drew McIntyre is going to end up winning this. He's going to beat two guys.
How can he
essentially,
beat the odds, Mark? How can he beat the odds?
with a
No way.
sword? But I'm
Okay.
saying when
That's
he does, what
equalizer.
does that do for Drew McIntyre? Like, where does this take him in terms of a WrestleMania match? Is it going to be him and Baron Corbin? Is that where we're
Oh
going?
boy, that'd be great. I hope it's an Iron Man match. and I like Drew McIntyre. Damn it.
You and my wife, you're the only ones.
Drew McIntyre is my hall pass too.
Yeah.
What?
No.
Scooping him up.
Realize
There you
oh,
go.
Fall
I
away.
just
Slam
realized
right
Madcap
there.
Moss is wrestling in suspenders and no shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
There's a
that's what I
level of-
said. This is my new work attire.
There's
uniform.
a level of douchiness there that I can't quite get my head around.
and he's wearing like short pants too, so it's like
Well,
even
it's like-
worse.
Just pick one of those things would be fine. The
Like, he
short
looks-
pants or the suspenders.
They should have Baron Corbin like the organ grinder monkey, because Madcap Moss looks like he'd just be like clanging cymbals or something.
Didn't you say that guy that's totally getting defeated?
Yeah.
He's going back. Didn't you say he's going to win?
Yes, he will eventually win.
Who, Drew McIntyre?
Yes. My son's like, how could he possibly, much like Christian before, how could he possibly overcome the
You
odds?
cannot overcome. He would have to be Superman.
He would have to be.
Or John Cena.
Who's amazing in Peacemaker, by the way.
Yes, he is. Boy, you talk about taking a franchise
Wait.
like a cornball player. and making
I
it a
love it.
superstar
Hang on, I
character.
love it when we let Sheehan know that they've made a show out of some obscure, ridiculous character that doesn't deserve a show, and see Sheehan's reaction to it. So
Sheehan,
yes, Sheehan,
I
from
will
the
tell you-
Suicide Squad comics, from like the what the 80s, I guess they made a
Nickelodeon,
Peacemaker
yeah.
show with starring John Cena.
Yeah, Peacemaker's actually a Charlton character from back in the long ago that nobody liked then and nobody likes now. So,
Yeah.
Oh no, everybody likes now.
Yeah,
You
now
should-
they
you
like it
should
because
see
he was in a
this show.
movie.
He's super R-rated.
Mhm.
Super R-rated.
So is John Cena any good as an actor? Or is it just him being John Cena?
No,
he plays
he's
that
good.
character amazingly well. Put it that way.
It depends on the
But that character
and
has
the
no
director.
character.
It depends
Wait
under
a
the,
second
under
here.
the direction of James Gunn,
Guys,
who
that
directed the
could've finished
Guardians of
the
the
match.
Galaxy movies.
Did you watch
He's
this?
very
Watch
good.
this.
Oh, reverse Alabama. Oh, right on his head.
Oh my God!
Oh man, we got to stop this one. Madcap Moss landed badly on that one.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
pull him
say,
out.
that's gonna
That's gonna hurt tomorrow.
Waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's ouch.
Ooh-wee.
I
Corbin
can't
should
tell-
finish this one. They should just pull the plug on that. That's
I can't tell
brutal.
if Madcap
Oh,
Moss
he's up and
he's
running.
all right.
just
He's all
up
right.
and took the move badly, or if that was Drew's fault.
Don't know.
No, I think the way he took the move, it looked like the execution was fine.
It looked like he was trying to do like a full flip instead of landing flat.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
friend Bill says Madcap is cosplaying as Misty from Pokemon.
There you go.
It's the Simpsons.
Ooh,
Oh
that was
my
the worst
goodness.
belly to belly
Oh,
I've ever seen.
God. Just throw like a sack of potatoes over the
Mhm.
announce table.
His suspenders are gone.
Yeah, his suspenders are gone.
Poor
That's
guy.
what we
How's
should
he
have
going
seen.
to keep his pants up now?
That's what we should have seen is Drew McIntyre strangle Madcap Moss.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, that looked rough, dude. If this were football, they'd have sidelined him.
Oh.
Yeah, that's too much. That's too much
Goodness.
right there. I'm all for stiff wrestling and all that stuff, but that's
Well, that's
brutal.
not stiff wrestling. That's
just a botch.
you you botched a move. Either
Yeah.
he took
Yeah.
it wrong or Drew didn't give it right. But somewhere in the middle of all that, that man landed directly on his head and neck.
Directly.
boy.
Mhm. He lost an inch of height.
Right. And he's about to get hit in the face again. Nope.
Mhm. Ooh.
We need an equalizer in here. This is 2-on-1 all the way across.
Where's
here.
Sheamus at? Was Sheamus still
Oh
a thing?
no!
That's what our
done.
main event will be
No.
at WrestleMania Day 1. It'll be
Oh.
Madcap and Corbin versus Sheamus and McIntyre.
We got Rich Holland out there. At least he hasn't been on TV for 500 years.
I don't know who that is.
Rich Holland? You
Yeah.
do. He's the guy
Yeah.
from NXT who showed up once and broke his leg.
Oh, the guy who stared down the little guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The little guy that covers a lot of ground in NXT.
That's
I think
true.
he-
That's
I,
true.
I think he means Adam Cole, but
I do.
Whatever.
Has any of you guys seen the brand new show that replaced 205 Live?
I
Oh, the
have
level
not.
up?
It's called Level Up.
I just saw the results. I didn't actually see the show.
No, I didn't see it either. I saw just some clips, like you said.
Yeah,
Just
but you
some
figure
photos.
like if you're going to launch a brand new show, like maybe put a little bit of effort into it.
Now,
Level Up,
why
baby.
would the WWE put effort into anything?
That is a true point. That
They
is a
get
good
paid
point.
no matter what they put on now. So, as we can tell by this
By this
current show
match.
we're watching,
Yeah.
Well, I will say it's not the worst show that I've ever seen. So right away, already, it's not the worst.
It's not the
SummerSlam.
Royal Rumble.
No, it's not, it's not the Royal Rumble. It's right.
it's a fine show that I'm having fun with my friends talking about.
There you go.
So I'm
That
going to do
is
some.
my
I'm going
new
to do
approach to
something now.
wrestling.
I'm going to talk about the Saudi crowd. They are into this. So I'm going to give the crowd a thumbs up so far because they're actually cheering for the right spots and into the match appropriately. So look at this.
Yeah, they're
I'll
actually
tell
It's
you
starting
what.
to yes chant.
I here's where I'll chime in on that. I'm all for the WWE going to these like foreign nations and doing these big
Locales.
shows. Yeah, because the crowds are actually appreciative and will, and react to things as opposed to American crowds, which,
let's go to Chicago for the 8th time this month.
Yeah.
The Saudis are. That's a beautiful top rope suplex there on Madcap Moss. That was beautiful. He got that extra kick off the ropes.
And Madcap's either really good at selling or he's dying.
A little from column A, a little from column
6 of this, half dozen of the other.
This is a pretty stiff match, I got to say. This one's over delivering. I'm going to say that.
Yeah, that's a very, very good way to put it.
Well, I don't know how good of a wrestler Madcap Moss is, but Drew McIntyre is not a klutz, so it's automatically better than the last 2 matches we saw.
I just think, and as much as I make fun of Drew McIntyre, it's game over. That's it.
Ooh.
All over with. He's going to give him
let's spike the guy. Yeah. Let's spike him on his head one more time.
that neck wasn't compressed enough. I think we need to cinch that up a little bit more.
Your neck doesn't quite look like an accordion yet. Let me help you.
Oh, he's got the sword. Gee, oh wow,
Jesus!
Oh my God!
Guys,
no! We're just kidding. WWE. We were really joking.
We take it back.
Want you to impale
it's over.
Someone.
He's actually going to kill Madcap Moss.
Suddenly, my son cares a lot about this match.
Jesus, he actually did.
Is he
that was
calling
dangerous.
The power of Grayskull?
Ooh,
What
just
the
bury
hell
it
is
in his
happening
chest.
here? Oh my God!
Wow,
wow.
That was wow.
Drew McIntyre hit his finisher with sword in hand, pinned Madcap Moss, and then pointed sword at Baron Corbin.
So I guess that means we got Corbin at WrestleMania.
Christian, do you not understand that it's about the moments?
I've heard somebody say that.
About the matches.
That's a moment.
That is a moment.
That's a highlight reel, right?
That is absolutely going to be in a highlight reel as they build up to Baron Corbin versus Drew McIntyre.
Like, wow, he actually tried to literally behead Baron Corbin with the sword.
Can I just for a second could the Watcher or Kang the Conqueror or somebody just show me the parallel universe where he hit him with the sword?
That'd be great.
where Baron Corbin missed his mark and got nailed with that sword.
They'd probably blame it on roid rage.
My son just chimed in. He's like, "But what if he had hit him with the sword and his head went flying into the crowd?" And I'm like, "It's something the Saudis haven't seen before." Hang on. Oh,
wow, guys, wow.
America's a terrible place too. It's all bad. I'm having fun.
Man.
His head just lands in the cloud and like someone's lap like.
Oh, look, a souvenir. I got to take home something from the match. I'm at Mark Radulich on Twitter, people.
Right that's hilarious.
Making fun of cultures, including your own, is fun.
There you go. I will be back in just a moment.
All right, it's Christian. Drew McIntyre is just soaking in the adulation of the crowd. All right, so it's just me and you here, Bailey. All right, you can take a break there, Jonas. I'll call you if anything else good happens.
Yes, man. That is so far, and not a bad little deal. We started the whole show. Was the Goldberg the start of the match, like the start of the show?
Yeah, Goldberg.
Okay.
So here's what we've got so far. So Rey Mysterio beat Rey Mysterio with Dominic Mysterio defeated The Miz on the kickoff in just under 10 minutes. Then Roman Reigns. It was a match. Then Roman Reigns defeated Goldberg by choking him out in 6 minutes. Then Bianca Belair defeated all the single ladies in the Elimination Chamber in just under 16 minutes. Then we had Naomi and Ronda defeating Charlotte Flair and Sonya Deville in 9 minutes, 10 seconds. And then we just concluded Drew McIntyre defeating Madcap Moss in a Falls Count Anywhere match in 9 minutes flat.
Well, they're actually showing the Dominic situation here now.
Okay.
Boy, Dominic wearing that black, looking all evil and stuff. Look at this. Wow. What is Rey Mysterio wearing there? Like he's got a green uniform. He's trying to be something. What's he trying to be there?
I don't know. I had it on in the background while I was prepping everything for the show. All right. So if you're tuning in and having fun with us as we take a break here in the action, a quick go over our calendar for this past week. I talked about the wrestling and the alternative commentary. Here's the other stuff that we did on the Radulich Broadcasting Network this week. It was the Super Bowl almost a week ago. And after the Super Bowl ended, myself and Jason Teasley reviewed National Champions, American Underdog, and We Are Marshall. On Monday, Chris Sheehan, speaking of comic books,
Yes.
Bobby Crosby did a webcomic called Marry Me. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
Okay, well, neither did anyone else. However, it was optioned for a movie, and that movie became Marry Me, starring Jennifer Lopez and Owen Wilson. So we read the comic, we watched the movie, and then we talked about it on Valentine's Day. Ronnie Adams, you were my Valentine. On Tuesday, speaking of movies no one's heard of or watched, myself and Robert Winfrey reviewed Big Bug on Netflix, which is a French movie directed by the guy that did Amelie, and then the new Steven Soderbergh jam that's on HBO Max, Kimmy, starring the Batman stars Zoe Kravitz. Wednesday night, we went back to Lawdiversity to get a Lawdy education on. This time we talked Humanimals, which was based on Bon Jovi and a bunch of AOR type bands. And then I was telling Christine about this before we went live. For those of you into sexy books, see, Chris Bailey don't know no sexy. Chris Bailey only knows the neckbeardy Star Wars type stuff. He knows things from when he has not seen anything past the age of 10 in his lifetime. 10 is where culture stopped. But for us adults, there it is. For us adults, for us who are into sexy adult stuff, like my wife and I.
Speaking of that, why don't you tell people about that?
I'm trying
three movies.
My wife and I discussed the 50 Shades of Grey movie trilogy. She read all the books. She read the books, the books proper.
There were 3 movies of that?
Yep. There were 3 books. There were 3 movies, and there were more books from Christian Grey's perspective. The male.
Who's that? Oh, okay.
The one that isn't being beaten with the whips. So there were books. The first original 3 books that were written, then they did the same 3 books, but from his perspective. And they made a movie about these things. And my wife and I had a grand old time talking about it. It was a lovely adult conversation for non-Boba Fett fans.
If you let me advertise this show, I would have made sure that you guys were in bed while watching this on YouTube.
Nobody wants to see that.
Thousands of views.
Nobody wants to see all this.
There is a site
in a bed somewhere.
Yes.
Look, when I start my OnlyFans page, you can absolutely do my marketing. Okay,
the money is out there. The money is out there. Listen, you are better looking than some of the women that I saw in there.
You just need to show your feet, though, right?
whatever makes the, as they say on Family Guy, whatever makes the moisture happen.
Oh, here she comes! Here she comes!
Oh, all right.
Oh my God, Lita's
There'll be no song tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as Lita takes the ring.
Lita, who just a short time ago was talking about how awful WWE was for going to Saudi Arabia.
Yes,
and here she is.
Look at that.
And you know what? You know what? And you know what they said to her? You know what she said after they offered her a ample compensation for this trip?
We're in the money. We're in the money.
She said, "Hamdulillah balalahem," and she wear a General Adnan t-shirt.
Colonel Mustafa.
She went right out there.
Real quick, and then we can focus back on this. So that was Thursday. My wife and I did a long road to ruin for the 50 Shades trilogy after all that. And then this morning, before we went live, we had a re-airing at one of our Black History Month shows that we've been doing. This one was our re-airing of our Body Count Manslaughter review. So Ice-T's thrash metal band Body Count released an album called Manslaughter featuring the single Talk Shit, Get Shot. We re-aired it before we went live today. So that's what's going on this week in the Radulich Broadcasting Network.
Nice. Man, Lita looks happy. Lita looks happy just to be there. She honestly does. And here comes Big Time Bex. What's the chances of Team Extreme's Lita going over Big Time Bex here?
None. But your friend here, Bill, on YouTube says that if I'm going to start an OnlyFans page, I should actually do it in Kamala cosplay with painted on stars and a moon. I'm not saying there isn't an audience out there.
There is definitely an audience out there.
Yeah. Speaking of an audience,
it's a much better idea than the WrestleMania idea I had with Sheehan as your handler.
No, I'm into this idea of him being slick though. Just run up to people going, "This is the Sheehan talking at you, honey." Fantastic.
Speaking of that, is Pile Driver on Amazon Music one of our sponsors?
I've already done that spot, but I can look.
That would be great.
I only do that spot once. even on a 4-hour podcast. If I look up pile driver, see what sort of perverse things come up on Amazon.
No way, you jive little mouse. So she threw me on the floor in the figure 4.
So the first couple of things that come up if you go to Amazon and just type in pile driver WWF is a Glock 19 Gen 3 BB gun. Then the pile driver VHS, which I'm sure Mr. Nostalgia has in his house.
I do.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I feel bad for Becky's comb.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
That's a nest right there.
Wow. That thing's working overtime.
Oh
Yep.
my God.
Wow.
She's got some teased hair going, boy.
Mhm.
So, Lita, no thong tonight because, cultural appropriation.
Well, we don't know if she might be wearing one.
Cultural appropriateness.
This is true, Sheehan. I mean, what disregard?
Well, if you can't
she's-
see it, it's not real. It's like a tree falling in a forest. If you can't see Lita's thong, is it truly there?
That is a good point.
Well, do you remember when she broke it out at the Royal Rumble and it was not the same size thong that she was used to
it was
wearing
like
back in the day?
granny thong.
Yeah.
Schrodinger's thong. Unless you
There or it's not. Yep.
unless you
There
pull her
and
pants down, you don't know if it's there or not there. The cat
Listen,
could be alive or dead.
listen. Lita does not look bad here, so I'm not going to disparage her. She looks
No,
good.
but a big part of her look and her gimmick was that silly thong.
She
Oh, it
just looks
was.
like
It's
a hypocrite.
I was going to say nondescript, but sure.
Hell,
She's a legend
hypocritical.
and a Hall of Famer, though. All credit in the world to Klutzy Lita.
I feel bad for her neck.
Yeah. Maybe this will be a short match.
Fingers
Oh,
crossed.
No, do you think so? I
mean,
thought
does
this
it-
was going to be Steamboat Flair, best 2 out of 3 here in Charlotte, baby.
All right, so we got Ronda and Charlotte at WrestleMania. I guess the other match is going to end up being Becky versus Bianca. Is that the plan here?
I'm guessing so.
After the nonsense that was SummerSlam?
Or maybe it's going to be a 3-way with Lita.
I mean, again, if you had an OnlyFans page, sure. But I don't think they're going to do an actual
apartment wrestling here. Yeah.
triple threat match with Lita and Bianca Belair and
Okay, so bit of the action here, a little bit of back and forth, jockeying for position here. Big slap to the face by Lita. The man setting up her territory here. Kick to the face. Lita's all over the place.
One of my very favorite kind of clotheslines where they like go way, way up, and so they don't have to duck so far to miss it.
Deep arm drag there. Shades of Ricky Steamboat right there. Well, not really, but.
Then a Greco-Roman slap to the face.
oh, if I had a nickel for every time I was Greco-Roman slapped.
Oh, my God. Greco-Roman slap, yeah.
What am I going to do tonight without you guys? I have to actually watch a wrestling pay-per-view and not talk to anyone while it's happening. That's
What is it? What are you watching?
Impact is tonight. No surrender.
Oh Lord, that's
Oh.
still a thing.
Yep, tonight is Moose versus
Wow.
Big Kaz, or now W. Morrissey.
I forgot this was Saturday. Right on. That's
Wow.
cool. I'll watch that too.
So when the WWE doesn't like keep their shows on the same days, we all just get completely disoriented.
We don't
It's
know where
true.
we're at.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right. Lita, what do you call it? Becky Lynch attacks Lita in the corner. There's a splash there, a couple of kicks to the abdomen. Now she is jaw-jacking with the crowd.
Becky Lynch saying, I'm the man. I'm the man. Got her by the hair. Good Lord. Oh, wait a second.
Slingshot. Yeah.
Becky looked like she launched into the front row after that one.
Big kick to the head from Becky Lynch, just stomping a mud hole in Lita.
To that,
see-
to that
you see a bunch
surgically
of-
repaired neck.
You see a bunch of Saudis there in the front row with their digital cameras.
Oh,
They're saving those photos on an SD card.
This is a big night out for them. This is a family. It's a cultural event. Look,
What?
Saudi Arabia in the year of our Lord 2022 is a vacation destination, Chris Bailey.
Yes, it
One
is.
Hey now.
Oh, this is the best. We are officially gone from YouTube. It was a pleasure seeing you.
Wouldn't be the first time I was banned in the month of February. Won't be the last.
I'm like Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 6. Bye. Bye. Oh my God. Drops the leg. This is a shit match.
If you're of Middle Eastern descent and you're not into our particular brand of comedy, listen, if you have something terrible to say about the United States, I'm here for it. There's plenty of bad on all sides.
Good Lord, yes.
There is no prejudice here. It just happened to be in Saudi Arabia where we're making these jokes.
Listen, Canada gets bashed all the time.
Yeah, for not having a culture.
Right, and the pay-per-view is not even in Canada. So the fact that the guys are trashing Saudi when it's in Saudi is appropriate, okay?
It's relevant. Yes.
It's relevant. Timely.
Anyway, the girls are
bad match.
the girls are rolling around on the ground there. Lita was punching her in the head.
Someone made a sign that says
to her elbow.
Someone said this has a sign in the crowd that says Jeddah loves Lita. All of Jeddah loves her. All of them.
It's a fact.
I don't doubt that for a moment.
It's a fact.
I think they all want to love her. Leg drop.
I am going to get a nasty letter from Sean Garmer later today. I can guarantee it. Heard your stream.
Yep.
You can't do that anymore. All your plans for WrestleMania gone.
We're gonna have to do pirate radio for that.
Here I am live from the top of my roof with a tin can.
Tin can and apple juice jug.
I'll go to the dollar shop and get us some luchador masks, and we'll broadcast from Anchor.
All right. So
you hear that, Sean Garmer? Anchor.
Cancel us. We were already canceled.
All right, suplex there from Becky Lynch.
What a suplex. Somebody has a poster of Becky with a bleeding face. What the hell is? I guess we all have our fetishes.
Oh, Bill Shepard had a great comment in the comments. He says he thought that the Lita thong at the Rumble was actually a onesie.
That's what we thought too. Yeah. The worst things about Canada are bagged milk and Bryan Adams.
Oh, bagged milk. No, bagged milk is a no, sir. That's the maritime provinces. Don't tar us with the same brush as those bagged milk Canadians in Nova Scotia.
It reminds me of the Kids in the Hall skit where Bruce McCullough is talking about being at a party that had Bryan Adams and a bowl of peanuts. And he goes, I spoke to the bowl of peanuts all night.
You ready for this? You ready for me to tie all this together? Moratory Mondays and everything. Do you know who has more acne than Jim Shooter? It's Bryan Adams.
You can tell how into a match we are when we're talking about everything but the match.
We're talking
Lita
about Jim Shooter's
exploding
acne.
out of nowhere. Big kick, Lita on the top rope. Oh, just drop big time Bex. Lita going up to that second rope. Shades of Matt Hardy here.
And,
a low crossbody
there, right? She got some hang time.
she had that Tommy Dreamer gravitational pull dragging her towards the ground like a rocket.
Wow.
Yes. Tommy Dreamer cannot get air. If you've ever seen him go to the top rope, it's painful.
That's why he's so hooked on helicopters, right?
1, 2.
All right, Lita with the roll up. No, reversal by Becky Lynch and kick out by Lita.
I thought for a second our ref was that Drake Younger guy. Looked like him for a second.
Another roll up by Becky Lynch. She goes for the
just some dude.
She tried to pin her by holding the rope, but
hell is that?
Undone. I don't know what's happening here now. So Lita seems to have Becky Lynch's hair in a rear naked choke. I don't know what choking the hair does, but she seems to think that's effective.
And it was. She had to get to the ropes.
It's like a mystery tag team partner. Becky
when
and
she
her
decided
hair.
that she was going to bust out the rear naked choke in this match, did anyone tell her that it goes on your neck, not on your head?
That's how you choke people, right?
Yeah. Generally speaking.
Oh, power bomb. Ooh. Shades of falling on your face.
Lita goes for the pin after the power bomb. No, Becky Lynch kicks out.
Lita's going upstairs. Can she still hit this moonsault? We're going to find out.
Now, normally when she does this, she has to adjust her pants. That's part of the whole thing, right?
Lita, let me tell you something. When Lita hits that moonsault, she gets no air but full maximum delivery. You ever notice that?
That's why
Like
she
it's-
breaks bones every time.
Yes,
Usually her own.
true.
Yep.
How many times has she broken her neck versus Edge? That's what I want to know.
Good Lord, has anyone landed any worse than Lita? She was like a
No.
lawn dart falling from the top rope, like on the top of her spine.
Oh my! Do you remember when her and I think it's the one where
Trish.
her and Trish,
Trish.
Oh,
the main event on
headlined
Raw.
Raw,
Yeah,
and
when
she
she did
took
that dive to the outside.
She went
Yeah, I
inside
thought she
out.
was dead, dude. Like
Yeah.
legit, thought she was dead.
Yeah,
Look at
that
her
was
feet hit the
that was
ground.
one of the worst
Yeah.
falls in wrestling. Like crazy.
She hit that ground with her head like it owed her
Mhm.
money.
And
Yep.
she was going, man. She was full steam
Mhm.
ahead. They were pumped for that match.
Yep.
Yeah,
Here we go, Hurricane Rana. Oh, sloppy
Yep,
as all
stratosphere.
F.
we were talking
Ooh,
about
that
like
was-
how Madcap Moss landed. That was, he landed on
That was a
his
day in the
shoulders
park.
by comparison. Yeah,
Twist of fate. No, sir.
Oh, and
Ugh.
yikes.
What
That's
was that?
Shades of Adam Rose, the party foul.
I was gonna say, was that supposed to be like the what do you call it? The thing that the Miz does,
The
the
skull crusher?
skull crushing finale.
No, that
yeah.
was like a cutter into a face breaker,
Yeah.
which is
Okay.
what Adam Rose did.
Oh, she's
Okay.
going for that moonsault. She's in a little bit too close, I think.
All right. Let's see if she adjusts her
Big-
pants.
I think Big Time Bex is going to
No.
take her. Oh, there you go. She blocked it
Nope.
again.
Every
What is
time.
this? What's going on here?
What are we doing? Come on, just okay, tap out, please.
Disarm her.
Yeah, okay. Going for the
Oh,
worst
sloppy
armbar in history.
The way these matches are going, Lita will tap right out.
I hope so.
You know what I hate
No.
about the disarmer? There's a woman who does legit arm bars in the very same company. There's no way you can't not get out of that.
Yeah. Oh, rock
Oh,
bottom.
Uranagi right there. Foot on the ropes. Come on.
Oh,
referee.
Rick General
Lita
Lita.
survives.
Ring general.
Ring awareness.
Could you possibly get a more unattractive pair of pants on a lady?
All
I
right.
don't
So
know.
are we sure Lita was good and not just a hot chick in a thong?
The jury's out.
Lita was a bit klutzy in her day. That's all I'm saying.
She was. Oh
honestly.
yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I think there was definitely something to the hot chick and a thong thing.
Mhm.
She was smoking hot. But I tell you what, when she was paired up with the pro, like when she was in the ring with people she was used to, like Trish Stratus, she could go, man. They had great chemistry.
Lita also was at a higher level of almost everybody in the company at the time she wrestled.
Yeah.
So her
Mhm.
ability to wrestle is artificially inflated by comparison when she's in there wrestling
The cat.
at models and shit.
Yeah.
Well,
But
you know
you
what?
put her
Maybe
in-
that was the reason why some of her matches were bad. Maybe it was her partner. Because wrestling is a two
Look,
I
think she-
partner dance.
she came from places like Mexico, which is a whole other style, and the Mexican lucha style is not exactly tight as shit.
Did you
It's
see
also
that
loosey goosey and a lot of klutziness.
big time Bex?
Who-
Okay,
who
we're
are
going to
you
see the
top Hell
moonsault, ladies
Dandy's
and gentlemen.
protege?
All right,
Here
Lita
it
just
comes.
hit. Lita
Here
just
it
hit
is.
Matt Hardy's finisher, whatever that's called.
The twist of fate.
That's the one.
Let's go. Look, Jeddah loves Lita.
Come on, give me an adjusting of the pants. Let's go.
She's going to do it. She's
I
going
want
to
to
do
see
it.
it.
She's going to that top strand.
No.
Low
Nope.
center of gravity, Tommy Dreamer style. This could do it.
Oh.
Holy cow, that was close.
this
No,
for the
she
title?
kicks out.
Is this
Two
for
and
the
three
title?
quarters right there.
She didn't adjust her pants. I'm very
Is
disappointed.
this for the title? That's a good question.
If she, I think just
I
not
would
adjusting the
presume
pants.
so,
she
yes.
did it.
If it's
Maybe.
not for the title, Lita goes over.
Yeah, for sure.
It's for the Raw Women's title.
Okay,
then,
there's no way she's
gonna-
winning.
she's gonna win. Yeah.
No. What are they gonna do? Fucking Lita versus Bianca Belair? First of all, Bianca Belair would
There you go.
Oh, that's
Bianca
it.
Belair
It's
would
over.
destroy
It's
Lita.
over.
Wow, that was
That
anticlimactic.
was wow.
What did she even hit her with?
Uranagi.
The Uranagi.
You mean the rock bottom?
Yes.
Bookend.
You
The bookend.
nerds.
The bookend.
Rock bottom. It's what everyone else knows it as.
I want to say
sorry.
The collar tie
Sorry,
slam.
Sorry, it's the Uranagi with the 5 stars in the Tokyo
The
Dome. and the
collar
Dave
tie
Meltzers.
slam.
Yeah.
You uncultured sieve.
Whatevs. Me and the rest of the world think it's a rock bottom, so there.
Okay. Mr.
hate-
Attitude Era, stuck in the Attitude Era.
This
That's
match-
me, all right.
This match sucked.
Listen to Nostalgia Boy up there, Sheehan. Look at that guy.
I know it. I know it.
Disgusting.
Yeah,
Can
something,
Can we just get something new?
Wrestling
about the,
ended
uh,
in 2001 for me.
something about the attitude era. Every time I watch like an old Raw, it always looks like
Mhm.
it smells really bad,
It does.
doesn't it? Like it's
Yep.
like oof. And like watching on a big screen TV, it's like I'm in the room with them, and it stinks in here.
It does. Yep. It smells like an ashtray.
So we've
An
had all this talk
ashtray,
of
yeah.
we've had all this talk of Lita's thong on this match tonight, and Bill from YouTube says here she's going commando in Saudi Arabia.
Poor Lita.
All right, so we are.
I feel bad for her.
Oh, there's our WrestleMania night one main event.
You listen to me now. So they were supposed to be a match at SummerSlam last year. It didn't happen. Then we thought we were going to get a different match. That didn't happen. Then Becky came out after her maternity leave, and within seconds beats the biggest, strongest good guy female on the roster in Bianca Belair. The internet shatters. People are just tearing at their clothes and crying and carrying on. How could you do this to Bianca Belair? And see, all this time later, we are leading right back to Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch. And what a moment it will be when Bianca Belair beats her smack dab in the middle of the ring to reclaim the title. So
look at this. Just look at this
from her at SummerSlam.
Lita with almost like a standing ovation going on here.
Sure.
Why not?
No, but guys, look, let's
happy the match is over.
Dude,
happy the match is over.
Look, she's going back in. This girl is over.
It doesn't matter how shitty of a wrestler she is. Our opinion doesn't matter.
Look
She's
at
the
this.
start of these casual Saudi Arabian family-friendly vacation destination.
This
people.
is not normal. This is not normal, guys. This is something happening here. Like this is a big deal. There, she is mega over here in Saudi. What in the blue hell is happening?
Dude, of course she is. This isn't a cynical American crowd that only likes Orange Cassidy.
Look,
and Kenny Omega.
People are touching a woman. Women touching women.
All right.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm dead serious.
We had a question here on the board here. If what does the AEW show smell like now? I'm thinking Axe body spray.
Yeah, yes, indeed.
No. No, that wrong crowd, because nobody in there is wearing anything to cover their odor at an AEW show.
I'm thinking Axe body spray and the what is it? The soy sauce ramen noodle stuff. I can't call it Oriental anymore.
Whatever it smells like in their basement or in their single room apartment.
Cheetos and bacon.
There you go.
But when Chris Jericho's at it, smells like casino carpet.
Casino carpet.
He looks like he stinks. Oy.
Or like a mall washroom with like urinal cakes.
A Subway turlet.
See, Mark laughed because he can smell it now. It's
just no. I had a Chris Jericho joke in my head, but it's YouTube, so I don't want to say it out loud. I'll whisper it to you guys later.
Okay.
There's no point right now.
Hey, the Undertaker going in.
We're showing clips of the Undertaker going into the Hall of Fame. Rightfully so.
Look, it's a shot of Vince McMahon from about 45 years ago.
Yeah, when he was only 100.
Speaking coherently.
Yeah. So do you think it's too soon for him to go in?
Well, Shane McMahon was shown. Wait a second.
Oh, the Undertaker?
Yeah. I mean, he only retired like a year ago. Would we want to hold off on bringing him in, or
no? Are they actually playing Kid Rock?
Sure, American Badass. So to answer Sheen's question, in all seriousness, one, they're doing it in Texas where he's from.
There you go. Okay,
they do like to link it to the locale.
Sure. That makes total sense.
The Ultimate Warrior went in New Orleans, but whatever. It was
I mean, that's parts unknown.
Yeah, Atlantis. So if they can try to do it in whatever the locale is,
I get it. Yeah, it totally makes sense.
As far as I think I don't think it has to do with how long you've been retired so much. It is. I mean, Shawn Michaels wasn't retired when he went in. Shawn Michaels went in while he was actively wrestling.
Was he? I thought he was a year later. The Flair went in the night before he retired.
Whatever it is. It's not like a real Hall of Fame where you actually have to be out for real for X amount of time. It's whatever year they get around to it.
It's like I always get stuck on like the how can we miss you if you're never gone, if you never leave sort of thing. So it's like the Undertaker's like really never left.
Watch the match end up being Austin versus the Undertaker at WrestleMania because they've never done that. They did SummerSlam. They did a whole bunch of like nondescript like in your house type things, but I don't even think they did the Rumble. I don't think so. They did because they only feuded for like a year or two. Yeah. They did SummerSlam. They did the September and the October pay-per-views where I think he was a referee in one of those. So that's
because Kane was involved in those too.
Yeah. So that's 98. 99, they did I think like the April.
Oh, there's Hogan getting dragged by the motorcycle.
That's awesome.
15. Yeah.
Yep.
There's the in 99, I think it was like April and May maybe that they feuded. And then that was it. That was the end of it. So they've never done Austin versus the Undertaker at WrestleMania.
We just got Taker hugging Fred Durst. True career highlight.
Why don't we get Kid Rock to nominate or bring the Undertaker into the Hall of
I
Fame?
would love that.
Isn't he in the Hall of Fame too?
Who?
Kid
Kid
Rock's
Rock?
in the Hall of Fame, right?
I don't know.
I'm
Did he
pretty
get
sure he
nominated?
is.
Did he get in
I
there?
think he's in the Hall of Fame.
That would be interesting to see him in 2022 sensibilities and
I am
getting
totally
inducted.
taking my kids to go see Kid Rock this summer, and I'm dressing us all in red, white, and blue.
I love Kid Rock. I don't care.
Yeah, Kid Rock is awesome. I'm not kidding. I love Kid
No,
Rock.
I'm not either. I'm not either, man. I'm not
One of my
either.
friends, my good friend Chuck. Chuck, where you at, Chuck? He was like, go take your kids to to anything but Kid Rock. I was like, whatevs. Kid Rock is amazing.
How'd you like the Jeff Jarrett ripoff of Cowboy that he came out to in WCW?
Cowboy.
All right, so Jay Roy says yes, Kid Rock is in the Hall of Fame.
Yep, cool.
Pretty cool.
Paul Bear is in, isn't he? He's already in there.
Yeah, because his sons were part of
right.
the induction. Yeah.
God, his sons. All right,
Didn't
so
they spell his ring or something too?
who's left that they could put in this class that like they haven't already?
They're probably not going to do Batista this time because they were going to put him in last year, but they pulled it off because he couldn't show up. But I don't think they put him in with Taker. I think they'd want him as a headliner.
Yeah, he seems too big. Everybody
Yeah.
from the clique is in.
So
At this
what do you
point.
think that Taker does at WrestleMania? I know he's not wrestling, but
He's going to wave
making
on the stage.
he's making an appearance. If he's there for Hall of Fame, that dude's showing up for something.
He's going to wave on the stage, and then Ron Simmons will say, "Damn." That's it.
Gross.
So, all right. So again, who's left
For
Like,
the
let's-
Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I mean, we're at a point where we're getting attitude era guys in there now.
Yeah.
In fact, it's been that way for a few years. Like,
Sure.
who would you want to see in the Hall of Fame that hasn't already gotten
I
there?
think Triple H needs to get a solo induction, but I think he'd be a headliner. So I don't think he'd
Yeah.
be this year.
Yeah, and considering this is the year that they fired him, probably not this year.
Maybe Bob Holly.
I wouldn't mind Bob Holly going.
Well, I mean, he did main event WrestleMania 20 and win the title. So, right? He made Triple H tap out in WrestleMania 20. Bob Holly. Yeah.
So yeah, if you're listening on Facebook or Twitch or YouTube and you have some ideas as to who's showing the Hall of Fame that hasn't already been inducted or flat out said no, never, then yeah, go ahead and throw it up. We'll entertain your ideas.
Maybe Jim Cornette. Could you see
Jim Cornette has said he doesn't. He will not ask to be inducted. He may or may not go if he's asked. But it's one of those things where like, meh, I don't really care if I'm in or not. And Jim Cornette has said on multiple occasions he worked for the WWE because he needed the money. He stayed for as long as his tolerance could bear it, and then he left. Because Paul Bearer's son sold his Hall of Fame ring to pay off their debt from an all-you-can-eat buffet. Wah, wah.
You here for hour? Was that joke from that one? Dude?
Yep.
Yeah, John Panette.
Yep. It's like my in-laws' favorite comedian because it's the only one they know.
Yeah, he is one of the only ones we know. Boy, who could go in? Oh, look at these.
Oh, Jesus Christ, this match.
Oh, what
Ahmed
have they
Johnson.
done?
Let's put Ahmed Johnson in the Hall. Ahmed Johnson. Let's put him in the Hall of Fame.
I don't know. I don't know if they can with the. I feel like he's got like a skeevy history.
Eat a reef.
All I know is that his speech would be incomprehensible.
It would be wonderful.
Ahmed Johnson, you're in the WWE Hall of Fame. How do you feel about this?
Eat a reef. Eat a bird.
Great googly moogly. That would be the end of that. All
Man,
right,
Jeff.
Ahmed.
I don't know if you guys have ever heard the Jeff. Oh, nice. They got
Usos.
Uso
Usos. Okay.
Oh, yay.
against
They got
War
hit.
Machine.
They got hit on their way back from the Renaissance Fair.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember when the Viking Raiders were like War Machine and they were like a big deal over in Ring of Honor and like a big get on the Indies?
Not to be that guy who has to tell you what every show he's ever been to was, but I was fucking there when the night that they wrestled on NXT right before WrestleMania.
Okay,
in New York City. I was at that show. Dude, it was electric. People loved the Viking Raiders then.
Yeah.
Now they're awful. It's just, what a difference being on the main roster makes.
They did so much damage with that crap with the Street Profits. It wasn't even funny. Like they literally killed their career Red Rooster style.
So just to our conversation from a few minutes ago, Cornette had said he would go in with the Midnight Express. Yeah, they put Midnight in with Jim Cornette. That would be fine.
That'd be great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They could always induct Aldo Montoya. I would rather they just inducted his jockstrap.
That'd be just incredible.
Tell PJ Harvey or whatever his real name is to stay home.
So the Viking Raiders have been disemboweled here on the outside by the Usos here. Good Lord.
What about Gold Dust? We think they'd induct Gold Dust.
Maybe if he doesn't.
So did they just cancel this match?
I mean, they did Billy Gunn when he was there.
Did they really?
Yeah.
I thought they borrowed him for a night when he came in with this part of DX.
And what's it? Ric Flair was in TNA when they inducted him with the Horsemen.
That's right. They did a trade.
Yeah. So you never know.
Yeah.
If Cody's coming in, maybe he'll induct his brother.
Yeah.
Is this match over?
Yeah, they never made it to the ring.
I don't think they're going to continue. No.
Yeah, the Usos just jumped them from the side.
They were Pearl Harbored.
Yeah. Are we running late? Well, is this just a mercy on us?
Well, we're 2 hours and 10 minutes into this, and I think what was Crown Jewel, Chris Bailey? Was it 4 hours?
Well, typically, all the Crown Jewels were 4 hours, but didn't they tighten it up last time? Like, wasn't it reasonable? I remember you and I talking about it, saying that.
Yeah, we reviewed it after the fact. Yeah, that was one where we're in the middle of it. I had to do like either a school conference or an interview or something.
Yes. And I carried the bag like I normally do. Did you hear? Hey, look at these guys. Both guys I podcast with looked at me with like sinister looks. We're like, fuck you, rookie. I love it. That's great.
I'm Chris Bailey. My
two mentors gave me death stares. We're like, okay, we're shit canning this idiot. He's done.
I'm Chris Bailey. I haven't watched TV after the age of 10. I carry the bag. I carry the wool. I'm the talent around here.
Oh, man. I know. You know what's coming? Quester Day, starring Chris Sheehan and Mark Radulich.
Well, that's not going to happen either. But if Chris Sheehan ever wants to do a comic strip, if we can get him to watch a movie based on a comic, that'd be fine.
Oh, that'd be great.
They make movies about comics?
A History of Violence, The Mask, Road to Perdition, Two Guns, The Losers. These are all on my list.
Oh, okay.
These are not all great movies from what I understand.
I'd imagine not.
So here was an idea that someone threw out there. Induct Vader. I thought Vader was in already.
No, he's not.
Vader hasn't gone in yet, huh?
No, but he'd have to be the dead guy this time.
Yeah.
They only do one dead guy.
Your buddy here says we should induct. We're fucking doing anything.
We are the deciding vote. Yeah.
They should induct Vader. I think at this point, if the WWE is incorporating the entire length and breadth of one's career, so you incorporate his WCW stuff where he was
and his Japan stuff,
and his Japan stuff,
and his Baby Bull stuff from AWA.
Who's that?
Vader. Vader's Japan stuff is all killer, no filler.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would induct him on that alone.
Yeah. Why don't we do our own like at the end of the year, like a year-end like award show, and we can induct somebody on our own, like a Podsmen Hall of Fame.
I think so.
I love that.
Sure.
Let's do it.
So.
First year. Okay. So my Hall of Fame, right? My personal Hall of Fame, The Ultimate Warrior, Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, Ronda Rousey, Cain Velasquez, Tyson Fury. Oh, gee, and you know me so well.
Tyson Tomko.
Oh, yeah.
No. Yeah. I don't think you're getting this. But
Damn Neely.
All trash wrestlers who wear robes.
So so Jay Roy says that Vader would most likely go in next year since they're going to be in Los Angeles and do his connection to the current Los Angeles Rams, who tells you how much I don't follow football. I swore they were still in St. Louis. Like I was doing hashtags for Jason's from the Second Short podcast for his I was doing hashtags for his Twitter post, and I'm like typing in like hashtag St. Louis for the Rams, and I'm like, why isn't this working? And I had to look up real quick. Oh, they're in LA. Whoops.
Yes.
Those damn wandering Rams can't find a home. Someone's gonna be like, they've moved out of St. Louis like 20 years ago, asshole.
Like 2 or 3 times, I think. Yeah.
I know the Bucs are in Tampa. That's all I'm good for.
The Bucs are in Milwaukee. Damn it.
Not those Bucks.
Oh.
Not the deer, the Pirates.
Oh.
Tickets for WrestleMania still on sale, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know. I'm currently buffering.
Oh,
I was playing this on my monitor just to kind of keep track of things. I knew eventually I was going to put it on my big TV, but as I was prepping, I watched the kickoff on my monitor, and Peacock kept buffering the entire time. It like was working like crap today. Like it's been doing good on my TV here, but right now I'm buffering with the WrestleMania sign, not currently on fire.
perfect.
You think they'll do title versus title? You think Brock might come out of this with the belt?
Oh, almost assuredly.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. I think your three big matches are Brock, Roman, title for title, Ronda, Charlotte, Becky,
Bianca.
Yeah, Becky, Bianca. Hang on, I gotta go fix my TV. Whatever they're gonna do with Austin, and then I think there's your WrestleMania.
Austin Owens, maybe.
Yeah, that's true. Ugh, gross.
Yeah, that's.
Well, Sheehan, now that we have the stick, let's go all Moratory Mondays. I mean, this show is sponsored by, that's right, Smarties, everybody.
Smarties. The better
Smarties.
M&M.
The better M&M are right here. So we're gonna do a live eating now while Radulich is off fixing the show.
This is our second live eating of Smarties.
This is our second. This one's the first video one. You had the first audio, so this one. Let's take a look at these bad boys.
Oh yeah, let's see the colors here. Let's see the colors.
Here we go. So they've been muted a little bit. So check those muted colors. Yeah, they're
very inclusive then.
They're more inclusive. They're also the color scheme on these things are a little bit muted because they're not using artificial colors here in Canada.
Ooh,
right? So you don't get the Kensa.
Yeah, and you won't go sterile. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So if the vaccine don't get you, the Smarties might.
Yeah, no yellow number 5 and you. Yeah.
That's right. And here we go, Ed.
Okay, here you go.
Hold on. Oh.
There you go. You gonna save the red one for last?
You mean the modified red one with no red 5?
The fuchsia one. Save the fuchsia one for last.
This one is not typically full red, so you can see that. Yeah. And of course, you walk it down with some good old Canadian pineapple bubbly.
There you go. You know, they have a pina colada bubbly now, which is very, very good.
Shut your face.
It's good.
Next,
coconut
do you have
pineapple?
Do you have it?
I might actually still have a can of it. I'll go find out.
We'll have to do a live drinking. All right. Yes. All right.
Back.
All right, everybody. Chris Bailey is taking over the live feed. Oh, Radulich is back. Come on. Damn it.
If you were to take over shut up over there. These kids, Bailey. You know the deal.
I was telling the fine folks about the benefits of Smarties, sir.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they're delicious.
Okay,
and you don't get the cancer. Okay, see, they don't have. This is important, Radulich. I'm sending you some, okay? So you don't die on air like you did before, okay? Eat these. I can laugh at that, see, because you're my friend.
Yes, sir. Well, I'll tell you, Chris Bailey, another thing that you can enjoy besides Smarties for your podcasting notes, for your blogs, is Grammarly.
Yes.
Grammarly's AI-powered products help people communicate more effectively. Grammarly helps you write mistake-free on Gmail, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and nearly anywhere else you write on the web. Grammarly, hey guys, Grammarly helps you corrects hundreds of grammar, punctuation, spelling mistakes while also catching contextual errors, improving your vocabulary, and suggesting style improvements. To download Grammarly today, go to getgrammarly.com/W2M Network. Again, that's getgrammarly.com/W2M Network to download Grammarly for free. And for those of you still hanging out with us on Twitch and YouTube and Facebook, we appreciate you. If you've tuned in for part of this and then took off again, all of the audio will be up on Spreaker and Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, and wherever else you can download podcasts from. It'll also be posted on our YouTube page and on our website at w2mnet.com.
And don't forget, after we're kicked off the network after today's shenanigans, oh, there it is. Look at that, Radulich.
Pineapple coconut.
My wife and my
not available in Canada. Oh,
my wife and my daughter. No,
I was
gonna say my wife and my daughter are into the bubbly.
Me too.
We've got some bubbly in the house somewhere. Are we out of bubbly, Lily?
I don't know.
Okay. The sparkling
Sponsored
water,
by?
the fizzy
What's
water
it-
that they like.
What's the taste, Sheehan?
Oh, it's delicious. It's very, very smooth.
All right, here comes the almighty Bobby Lashley.
Here he comes, baby.
This
It's main
is
event time.
This
Yes.
is our main event.
We are
We're
into
gonna-
the main event.
We're going to put our main event shoes on, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the big man, the Raw heavyweight champion, Bobby
I'm
Lashley.
really impressed. Like, this is not an 8-hour pay-per-view like I thought it was going to be. Like, I told my kids, like, well, when we're done here, I guess we'll go get dinner because
Yeah.
it'll be like 6 o'clock at night. And like, no, we're done here. You figure this will be what, 30 minutes?
This will probably go
Yeah,
30
it's
to
a half
40
hour.
minutes, I'm thinking.
30?
Yeah.
Well, we're at 2 hours and 20 minutes right now, and the main event starting. It's not going to be a 6-hour show. That's what I'm saying. Like, I really, just based on how long Crown Jewel was and how long the Royal Rumble was for that matter.
Oh,
I
I figured
figured
that first one, that first Crown Jewel they did. Oh, that was like
that. Oh my god,
that still
went on
might be
forever.
going on still. Yeah,
Was that the greatest Royal Rumble? The first one?
Maybe.
No, I think the greatest Royal Rumble was the
Was
actual
that
name
second
of the
one?
pay-per-view, wasn't it?
There were
Mhm.
when they first started doing these, there was Crown Jewel was one, and
And
then
the
another,
greatest Royal
Then the
Rumble ever
greatest
was the
Royal
second.
Rumble. Yeah.
right.
That's when he had 90,000 men in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, all coming out within like 10 seconds of each other.
That's the one where Titus O'Neil ended his career when he tripped and fell into the ring.
Correct.
That's when
Yes.
he slid and never ever showed up again.
So my father-in-law thinks they should put the title on Titus O'Neil. By the way,
I'd be
because
for that.
because my father,
You know what? It wouldn't bother me.
my
No, he's-
father-in-law doesn't watch any of this crap. He's not into any combat sports at all. Like, he barely watches the sports he likes, which is football and baseball.
Mhm.
But
Give
knows-
Titus O'Neil a good storyline. He'd be a great
Oh, yeah.
ambassador.
But
He's
that's my
huge.
point.
Yeah,
He's so big in the local news here in Tampa
I'm
as
sure.
as
He's a hero.
right that they
Yeah.
so he goes to me all the time. He's like, "How's Titus O'Neil doing?" And I want to be like, "Who gives a fuck about Titus O'Neil?" Like, ask me about Brock Lesnar, and he's like, "Who?" Like, former UFC champion Brock Lesnar. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, he's big fan of Titus O'Neil.
Oh, I
And
forgot
here
all about
comes-
AJ.
AJ Styles.
You don't want none. You don't want none, Saudi. You don't want none.
So I was at the Royal Rumble in Orlando when he debuted, and that was he got a pretty deafening ovation.
Did you look
Oh,
away
you were
when he
live for
came
that
out?
one?
Huh?
Did you look
Yeah.
away when he came out? Like the camera did?
And missed the shot entirely. I would tell you what, though, my kids were babies back. That's how long ago that was.
That was what, 2016, huh?
Yeah, my kids were fairly young when we went to the Royal Rumble and sat in our snooty box seats with the rich folk. We had box seats,
Nice.
like snooty rich folk.
No big deal.
No big deal. Just
Hey.
just brought us food and drinks in our
Hey, Mark.
private area.
Did you get on camera that night when AJ debuted?
Yes, but for not that reason. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Did you? Can you show me right now here on camera and for the folks
Mhm.
watching at home what your surprised WWE face? Look, Sheehan's got it. What's yours? Right. What?
Anyway, so yeah, I was there when he debuted. It was really cool. And I tell you, AJ Styles, he's been a good company guy since.
For
So
sure.
He's got to be on his last legs, though, don't you think?
Yep.
Like,
2
how many
minutes,
more-
30-second defeat by Omos on Raw.
How many
about that?
more years
Ooh.
of AJ do you think AJ Styles has left? And do you think he goes to AEW when he's done here, just to kind of have like the Daniel Bryan, CM Punk one last run where I can do whatever I want?
I think so.
Hopefully AEW will be out of business by then.
No, that's ridiculous.
Too much money.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe Cody will be the difference maker, Chris.
Ooh, maybe. Yeah. I want to see like a sonogram of their next baby on the Titantron.
I want that to be his Titantron intro.
There you go. I want it just to be his name in like Times New Roman.
So there's no like unknown spot here in the Rumble, right? We have
No.
we know
It's
all six
everybody's
competitors.
Yeah, unless somebody gets beat up on the way to the ring.
Your
Here's
first
little
time?
Von Erich.
Yeah.
Little Von Erich. He's almost as ugly as a Von Erich.
Aw. Matt Riddle smokes pot and used to beat people up for real.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the man who was supposed to win the Royal Rumble this year,
That's what I heard. Yeah.
Yep. and they changed plans.
Oh, Riddle was supposed to win the Royal Rumble?
That's what they were saying. Yeah.
That's craziness.
Oh, he blew
Oh.
it.
Oh.
Oh my God. What a Lynch.
Oh, wait a second. No, he couldn't throw him out to the crowd, so that's exactly what happened.
Okay, yeah, good.
Yes.
No, he should have hit the. He should
I
have done
know.
it anyway.
I know.
I think he was doing a tribute to Kerry Von Erich, only having one leg or one foot.
Hang
Whatever
on.
it
Hang
the
on.
discus punch.
Look at how ugly he is.
Do you
My-
want to
My
know
son is
a
losing
historic?
his mind. My son is losing his mind over here. He's like, stop twerking and put your shoes on.
You want to know
he's
a
ugly.
historical Kerry Von Erich fact?
Yes,
Sure.
yes.
Do you know that one of the papers in Texas at the time said that they were going to get to the bottom of Kerry Von Erich's foot and get a photo to prove
Ooh.
that he lost one foot? What do you think of
I
that?
love this comment we got here. Riddle can't be a Von Erich because he's still breathing.
Oh, do you see that?
Humor is funny, people.
It is.
It's
It is.
2022. It's okay. to
God,
laugh.
out of here. Perfect.
And, oh, this is Austin Theory. Huh?
Every time Austin Theory comes out, I forget who he is.
yeah, he's got a
Like,
very
literally every
forgettable,
time.
Welfare
oh,
Finn Balor.
He's doing the Tyler Breeze gimmick. Is that his
Yeah.
thing?
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, that's pathetic.
That's terrible.
That guy's annoying.
He sent out a tweet earlier, Brian. Can you? Oh,
Mm. Oh, this is bad.
this is.
Okay, so is his gimmick that he does like? Remember when Alex Shelley would do this, where he would come out with a
Paparazzi
camera?
Productions,
Yeah. You used to watch Impact back in the day, Sheehan?
I did. Yeah,
Wow.
I
What
did.
happened to you, man?
I know.
You don't watch anything anymore.
used
and
to
you
like
hate
stuff.
it all.
Yeah. I actually stopped watching Impact when Hogan and Bischoff showed up. That's when I
Yes,
stopped.
when everyone stopped watching.
Yeah.
They had that one show where they ran against Raw when Homicide couldn't climb out of the cage. And that
Yep.
was kind of
Yep.
the beginning of the end.
Mm-hmm. But no, I
I'll tell you.
actually kind of liked TNA before that.
Yeah,
Me
dude,
too.
One of my
Yeah.
favorite matches of all time. I know this is going to shock a lot of people who've heard me talk tonight. Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle
AJ,
in the cage match.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Really good.
yeah.
Let me tell you something. Like Canada shows a lot of Impact for free, like old shows.
Well, they
Mhm.
have that on the Pluto TV app. There's an Impact channel. Yeah. That's it.
Theory's gimmick is that he's a 24-year-old moron. I couldn't agree more.
Mhm.
My kids are like having a meltdown here over Seth freaking Rollins. They're like, "What is that?"
Mhm.
Jacket is annoying me.
Yes, agreed. See, your kids are smart.
Yep. He is a ski.
Seth Rollins, I would listen. Where's that guy to jump the rail again and just beat his
There he
ass?
is. Wrong country.
Oh, this will be great. No, I think I would pay
hang
the
on.
Saudis.
There's so many people yelling right now. What is your problem in 50 words or less and in English?
Okay, so this guy, he walks in,
Yeah,
and I thought it was a leather jacket. It's a leather jacket,
yeah.
fur on it, and I'm complaining because why?
Why is a man wearing a fur? Is that your issue?
No, and whose idea was it to combine fur and a leather jacket?
Oh, okay.
Why? Like,
He really wants to piss off Peter.
Okay. My daughter doesn't seem to understand the fashion statement that is a leather fur combination.
No, there is no need. It's an atrocity.
He's just trying to take attention away from Riddle's ugly face.
We're not the Podsmen anymore. We are definitely the Mean Girls.
I
Yes,
think
we
we're
are,
the
yeah.
we're the Funkadactyl Defense Force, right?
Defense Force.
The FDF,
Mhm.
the Funkadactyls defense.
I said, Jonas, that me and Sheehan and Bailey, we're not the Podsmen, we're Mean Girls, because you should hear some of the terrible things that Sheehan and Bailey say about people's physical appearance. Not me. I'm
Oh my
practically
God!
I'm not into body shaming the way you
beacon
people
of
are.
truth there. Jesus.
He is
All right,
Brock.
here's the other killer in this company, the only real athlete, the only real fighter,
Needle
Brock Lesnar.
This one's for Bill Shepard. It's Bork Laser.
Brock Lesnar, our Lord and Savior, in the year of our Lord 2022. You work on your material there, son. You know, people. Okay. You know, people wonder why Triple H had NXT taken away from him because he thought it was a great idea for 6'1" Austin Theory to be lackey to a dwarf. Oh, poor Johnny Gargano.
Yeah,
Spent half his career there throwing himself off a high precipices. Observe.
Oh boy, he's making it known. He's circling the wagons, letting people know that I'm gonna mess your asses up. Brock Lesnar now entering the cage. Elimination Chamber is underway. Who's starting?
Here we
this thing?
go.
Who's gonna
Austin
start?
Theory is out.
Gross.
You always start off the chamber with like your two workers. You know, the guys that can fill up some
relay
time.
guys.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Austin Theory and Seth Rollins. Good. Maybe they'll be the first two out. Maybe they'll
cancel each other out. Yeah. They'll run and do a sling blade and just keep spinning.
You know, there's your match for WrestleMania: Cody versus Seth. You know, the AEW guy versus the company guy.
Could see that.
Yeah.
I'd pay money to watch those two wrestle for 20 minutes or so.
Yeah.
The Throne Breaker versus the Ass Kisser. It's actually, I mean, Seth Rollins and Austin Theory should actually wrestle fairly well. So hopefully we'll actually get to see some good wrestling here and not some klutzy people falling all over each other. Of course, Seth Rollins doing his douchebag routine.
Bill Shepard wants one of the Saudis to attack Seth Rollins with a scimitar.
Ow! Ow!
Yes, sir.
All right. We are on fire here.
Speaking of Sling Blade, is Finn Balor still with this company?
He's still with the company, but he's somewhere in a basement behind a door that says "Beware the Jaguar."
And I hear that poor Ali couldn't get out of his contract.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yes, he has to fulfill his obligations.
Imagine that.
And he'll get fired.
Imagine that. Just I mean, if he would have just like kept going to work, they would have fired him anyway.
Right.
Listen. Somebody. Yes, exactly right. Somebody has to be on Level Up.
That's right.
There you go.
Maybe he'll be the Level Up champion.
I hope so.
Look, not everybody can go to AEW and be in their stupid main.
No. Absolutely not. Actually, I you really got to, at some point, you got to reel it in. You got to go, okay, this is our roster. You cannot keep this. Who's showing up every week.
I did see we have another announcement from Tony Khan saying something big's coming. So there's that again.
All right, so back to the match here. So Austin Theory and Seth have been going 50-50 here. Super kick from Seth Rollins. Austin
Theory just taking super kick after super kick. Seth Rollins firmly in control here.
Well, he put one of those super kicks into his shin. And then as he went down, he kicked him in the face one more time. Not supposed to get kicks in that shin.
Yeah, he's Achilles.
Look at this guy. Says, you know it's going to be hilarious when Cody returns as Stardust after that Raw after WrestleMania.
I hope.
And loses immediately.
He might win the 24/7 title.
Oh,
is that still a thing?
Yes, Seth Rollins is wrapping up Austin Theory in the chains and gives him a big elbow to the head.
Yeah, and then he's making his uglier face.
Powerbomb on the outside of the ring. Is this going to happen? Into the cage or into the cell of Bobby Lashley.
Yeah,
he went through the glass and knocked over Lashley.
You're a couple of seconds ahead again. But yeah, Austin Theory just went back first into the glass, and poor Bobby Lashley. I mean, technically he has to wait until his time is up, but I mean, there's nothing keeping him in there anymore.
Well, maybe in 8 seconds he can come out.
Bobby Lashley's like, I'm not supposed to get glass in that eye.
Okay, who's next?
All right, let's spin the wheel, make a deal.
If I'm a betting man, I'd say it's going to be AJ Styles.
Nope, it's Von Erich.
Yeah, Gary Von Erich. And let me tell you something, Ric Flair.
Look at my horse face.
When I come to Texas Stadium.
Matt Riddle, a house of fire. He is all energy right now. Boom, big Superman punch into Seth in the corner.
Loader suplex.
Back senton.
He's
Riddle
going
now
to the
getting
top
ready.
Another back
Dude,
10 cent.
I mean, you can make fun of Riddle's terrible face all you want.
Oh, of
That
course.
guy's super athlete, man.
We
Look
do.
at
Oh,
him.
absolutely.
Look at him going there.
Absolutely.
And I said
He
this
can
back
go.
when he was in NXT. Like, this guy was a future main eventer, but then he was also in the WWE, so who knows?
Mm-hmm.
A future main eventer in a company that knows how to book stars.
Yep.
See, here comes something up top.
Riddle to the
Oh,
top
crotch.
strand, and he got nut jobbed right on top of there.
And then he crossed his legs behind the turnbuckle.
And now
Like a
he's
trio
hung
low.
in the proverbial.
Tree of woe.
Mhm. Where's
Correct.
Kevin Sullivan at? Oh, did Lashley actually get hurt?
You know something, Benoit?
Kevin Sullivan is currently mumbling incoherently on a podcast recorded in South Florida.
In Boston. Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen
Boston-ish.
Kevin Sullivan from early Florida wrestling, but that was some bad stuff when he was
Weird
doing
stuff.
that cult
Kevin
leader
Sullivan
stuff with
is
Nancy
brief.
Benoit. Wow.
The problem is Kevin Sullivan is 3 feet tall and shaped like Cupid.
Oh, we're going
Mhm.
to do some action off the top rope here.
Well, here we go with the multiple suplexes from high
And-
precipices.
Nice. That had to hurt with no knee pads.
Oof.
Imagine getting suplex with no knee pads on a mat like that.
So maybe with Lashley out, maybe that's when Stardust will come out and take his spot in the thing here.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess this is a way to
Oh,
take the
no.
title off, huh?
Oh, no. Bobby Lashley can't continue. They're making room for another contestant in the Elimination Chamber. Who could it possibly be?
Savio Vega.
I hope.
That's always Savio Vega. Anyone who
Always
watches wrestling.
Savio.
Bill Shepard said when Cody comes back, he's going to be wearing polka dots, baby.
You know, I remember when Cody was starting out, he wore these really cool trunks that were half polka dots, half gold, like
Yes.
as a mixture of his father and his brother. I thought those were really
Oh.
cool.
No, Lashley is not gone yet. He's there at ringside, so he's stalling.
Hmm.
Here
Let's
comes
see.
Styles.
JJ.
So I guess Bobby is going to all of a sudden get well and
Probably.
come back in. Yep. Stalling at
None of this
ringside.
is going to matter when Brock Lesnar comes in and suplexes everybody. Into Uranus.
Yeah.
You need to do something cool, like as Lesnar is like jumping in the ring, like get like a straight knee from like Riddle and just knock him out like temporarily and get like a quick win, a shocker. You need to build like stars, man. Like,
You know,
do
this
something.
is this will be the first time that Riddle and Brock are in the same ring, because we had all that stuff with Riddle threatening Brock back in the day, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
This
remember.
could be interesting.
Oh, I would love to see Brock like
Just run over Von Erich here, yeah.
just shoot on him.
Do you remember?
You can't hide behind Twitter now, fuckface.
Do you remember when Riddle beat Mr. Perfect at SummerSlam that year with the discus punch?
Yes.
That was great.
He'll beat you with one foot tied behind his back, wearing a bathrobe.
Oh, nice. Man, I
Dragon
think
screw.
Lashley's gone. I think they've cleaned him out. I don't
I'm
see him in the
telling you, man.
background. Do you?
I'll tell you, you're going to see the all elite Cody make
That
his
would be
way
huge,
into
man. That
Saudi
would be
Arabia.
That would be huge. We're gonna get our reactions.
Was he another one who was crapping on the WWE for going to Saudi Arabia? Maybe
Oh, I don't remember.
I
I can't keep track of everyone's Twitter.
of everyone's
chatter.
outrage. Yeah.
There
Yeah.
was something about women. I think he made a comment about the treatment of women. I don't think he,
Yeah.
didn't
castrated
outright
the-
say-
Before
Yeah.
about Lita, money talks, bullshit.
Money do
walks.
talk.
Yes, sir.
Love
that.
me for the money. All right,
Listen,
yeah.
Listen, why don't we say this? Why don't we just put this out in the open? We are willing to podcast from Saudi Arabia for the right money. We
Oh,
will.
I will
We will.
absolutely take a private jet, fly
Mhm,
into the
mhm.
studio for millions and millions of dollars, and be flown directly out again
Yep.
Mhm.
Right
from
away.
from the tourist destination that is Saudi Arabia.
Like
As long as we can bring our own food.
the last half hour of the show is when we're in the air flying out.
I'm willing to be tunneled into the studio. Sure.
Riddle going to the top rope.
And whatever that is, that the floating bro.
Whee! I think he landed on his shoulder because he's got a nice butt. That's why.
If I'm a guessing, man, they're not putting somebody else in the ring. Lashley will come back right at the last minute and fight Lesnar.
And then that would just have Lashley
Yeah.
just
and
like
probably lose the belt.
yeah.
Still, it's
There's a way to keep
intriguing.
him strong. Yeah.
If I was WWE right now, I'd have this on my Twitter that, oh my God, the champion's out right away, et cetera, et cetera. Who was an ECW fan back in the day?
Oh yeah.
I liked it.
Do you remember when Taz lost the belt for the last time
yeah. In like
Mike-
5 seconds.
in like
Between-
5 seconds in a three-way with Masato Tanaka and Mike
And
Awesome?
awesome. Yeah.
That was incredible. Like a
Mhm.
shocker.
Yeah. All right, we have another entrant coming
Here we
into
go.
the Elimination Chamber.
And it's
Who's
bad
it?
news. It's that big beast in the corner.
Bad news, Brock.
Bad news, Brock.
Oh wait, we still have two. There's still flashing lights between the.
No, this one's Lashley.
Lashley. Oh, here we go.
and nobody.
He's a man. We can dream.
I would.
Oh,
I would not be
Lesnar
able to
busted
continue the
side of his
podcast.
cage.
Nobody.
Ding, ding,
Brock
ding,
just
ding.
busted out.
He's
Okay.
just a common
Oh.
man.
Brock is on fire now,
Working hard,
baby.
eating
Yeah,
ham.
get it, Brock.
Working hard for the man.
All right, here come everyone getting eliminated. all
Goodbye.
See ya, Seth.
Yep.
Eat
There
that.
goes Seth Rollins with the
Oh,
F5.
no. Don't do
Oh, the
that.
door's
Don't do
open.
that to Riddle. Don't do that to Riddle.
Okay, and
There you
boom,
go.
there goes Riddle
That's
in the
it.
F5.
Riddle.
See ya, Matt.
Good night, Twitter face.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Get it, Brock. Nobody defeats Brock Lesnar. Not nobody. Not know how. Boom.
Styles is going to hang out for a little while.
AJ. Nope, not even. AJ Styles slammed on the back of his head. Love it.
Yep.
get
Austin
Alice-
Theory.
Let's
See
do-
that dog meat in the corner?
Let's do another elimination chamber right after this, but get Cain Velasquez, Alistair Overeem,
Tyson Fury.
Whoa, here we go.
Tyson Fury.
Suplex City.
and Junior Dos Santos.
I want Brock to go outside the cage and suplex the cage.
I'm here for that. I'm
think you
very
could do
much
it.
here for that. Just F5's the entire elimination chamber.
Yeah, just German.
here we go.
Yeah.
So Bill says if we all went to Saudi Arabia, this is what would happen. And
Probably
there
right.
goes AJ Styles.
And rightfully so, Bill Shepard.
Brock is
You'd have
the
it coming.
Let- So
Brock
it's down
is your
to
last man standing.
good Lord. AJ Styles tossed out like yesterday's garbage, and it's down to
Mhm.
Austin Theory and Brock Lesnar. Theory just realizing what he's got in store.
He's
Oh
just
my
gonna run
God.
out?
He tried to make a run for it.
Austin Theory making the Beecher face from Oz when he realized he was alone with Schillinger. Oh no.
Oh, gloves are off.
So we just got information here that Cole said Lashley is out of the chamber match.
Oh boy. Well, I guess this gives him deniability that he ever lost the belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it protects
Fair
Bobby
enough.
Lashley
Yep.
from having lost the belt. So
Fair
then
enough.
so that wherever they land with Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar.
He'll have a claim.
Yeah.
Man,
Unless,
Lesnar looks a lot leaner here tonight, too, man. He looks vicious.
He does.
hey,
He's a
real quick,
monster.
Oh,
I heard them announce that they're going to do Saturday night's main event again, and I'm wondering
Good.
if maybe they're saving Brock versus Lashley too, Electric Boogaloo,
Jesus.
for
I wonder.
that.
Maybe.
I don't know what the date is
Lesnar
though.
is on. What has he got on his nose? Is that a
Yeah,
band-aid?
he looks like discoloration there or something.
Maybe he was
He's
hanging
got
out
the
on
Michael
this.
Jackson alopecia.
Maybe he
Yeah.
was hanging out at the Saudi beaches for too long and he burnt his nose.
Could be. He missed a spot.
Those Saudi beach destination places.
Ooh, local.
Oh, can you imagine if Austin Theory walks away as
No.
the brand new champion?
There's no way fake wrestler Austin Theory beats real badass Brock Lesnar. No.
Austin Theory's taking this thing.
This is the
Roll
tie
the
into
outside.
the new 2K game here where you can create your own wrestler and have him beat Brock Lesnar.
Nice. Ups
Look at
there on
Austin Theory go here. Not a chance.
Oh, Austin Theory with a
Holy
DDT. He goes for the cover. No, Brock Lesnar kicks out.
Ooh, Brock's pissed.
Guess what? Guess what city that Austin Theory is about to visit, gentlemen?
The train has pulled
Suplex.
in to Suplex City, baby. Let's go. Choo choo.
Choo choo! It's a free ride. Oh, he's trying to escape by climbing to the.
At least
Brock
it's got some
is great.
psychology to climb this time.
Yeah, no, this is great. This is
As,
wildly
as if he
entertaining.
thinks Brock won't
God.
climb.
I think Brock I
What?
don't think. Why would Brock climb? There's no time limit
There
on
he
this
is.
thing. He just
He's
wait
climbing.
for.
He can
just
fit
wait
through
for
the
him to get
holes.
tired.
Yeah,
He can get through the hole.
he can. He's gonna German him from the top of the damn
Oh
pod.
my
I
God.
hope.
Oh,
that's gonna
my
be something.
Lord.
Could you imagine?
This is not going to end well.
Oh,
This is
boy.
not going to end well.
Oh,
Austin
boy.
Theory's career is about to
Oh.
end.
Oh boy.
Goodbye, Austin. It's been. I'd say go
Oh
back
my
to
God.
Evolve, but I don't think that exists
He's going to
anymore.
break him right out through the glass and just throw him right to the ground.
Toss him right into the Saudis.
He's going to do an overhead suplex off the top
Oh,
of the
could you
cage.
imagine?
Oh my God.
Oh,
Do it.
happened.
Do it. Go through the mat. Have the whole cage
Nice.
explode.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
F5.
F5.
Here we go. Oh, yes.
Oh,
Kill
yeah.
him. F5 from the top of the
Oh,
Elimination Chamber.
God.
Ah! Oh my God, onto the grate even. Oh,
Jesus.
Oh, Lord.
This is a
well,
murder
Austin.
scene.
I hope you got a nice payday because you ain't wrestling anymore. Ooh.
Oh, man.
Ding, ding, he's just a common man working hard with his hands. Oh, my Lord. Oh, the
Austin
cage
Theory
door
has
is open. The cage
Austin
door is
Theory's
open.
been broken into a million pieces.
There's a reason the cage door is open. Game over.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Oh, no, they rung the bell. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. We're done.
He's
Winner and new
taking a
champion,
selfie with
Brock Lesnar. Oh, the guy that just got yeeted off the cage.
Wow. So it's a
him. Title versus title.
title versus title.
Yep.
I don't like Brock Lesnar. We on both
my son is less impressed with Brock Lesnar given his current haircut.
Or is it going to be a three-way, gentlemen?
We're gonna bring the ECW champion too.
No, I mean, will Lashley interject himself into a
Oh.
main event?
Maybe.
Could be. Do we
Again-
solve a Money in the Bank person? Is that still a thing?
That'd be
Either-
a lot of. Well,
Well,
why
look,
is-
it
why is
is
Brock
currently
playing with his- Brock is unsticking himself.
He's adjusting.
all right.
He's got
here's
what's
the thing.
called bag Velcro.
Let's do some math here. Okay.
Mhm.
It is currently February 19th.
Yes,
WrestleMania is April 2nd and 3rd. Yeah.
correct.
40-something days.
So is there another big event between now and WrestleMania? Is the Saturday night's main event coming back before then?
Is there
Is there-
a fast lane?
I don't think there is anything else. I think this is it.
There's no AEW like premium live events that have been announced to my knowledge.
Now,
Yeah, you can go.
okay.
But my thought is that maybe you guys are right. Maybe Bobby Lashley interjects himself into the main event of WrestleMania. Maybe they just do the return match and Lesnar, beats him clean.
At WrestleMania Backlash.
Well, no, they got it. I'm saying like,
Oh, main event.
here's the other side of this. Does Bobby Lashley just bide his time and wait for that match to play itself out, and then Bobby Lashley feuds with Roman Reigns since he'll have both titles?
Could be.
That's possible. That's
I
possible.
could see Bobby coming out with like crutches and a cast or something to play it up and
Yep.
excuse the fact that he's not working for it right now.
Mhm.
Jesus, that was a
That was
death-defying
a fall.
fall.
That was a fall.
Good Lord.
There's no good way to take that.
No.
Nope.
No.
Austin Theory did his best, though. Listen, hats off to that young kid, man. He took a pounding.
It's important that you be a company guy if you work for this company.
Mhm.
Yep.
That when they say we want to do a spot where we're going to launch you off the top of a cage onto your head onto a steel grate,
Yes.
you just
Yes,
say
man.
yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
And you'll be taken care of at least in the short term.
At least in the short term. That sounded pretty ominous.
Can't speak to the far future. All right, here we got fireworks. I'm waiting. I'm still watching this, kind of killing time to see if anything's going to happen here.
It never does. It seems like of late we have like all this extra time before the end of the show, and there's nothing.
Because we are currently at we're at 12 minutes shy of 3 hours here.
Yep.
by my time clock. We started at exactly like 12:01, I think.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, yep, Brock Lesnar is walking out. Yeah, I think we're done here.
I think.
All right,
so.
guys. So that was the Elimination Chamber. No matter how good or bad or different the events are, I always enjoy doing these live stream with you guys.
Watch Brock. You're missing Brock.
You're
You're gonna love it.
He's hugging people.
Yeah,
He's loving it. This is
very
like the most-
un-Brocky, isn't it?
This is like the most fun Brock Lesnar's ever had in his life. He's loving it.
Good for him.
Oh,
It
it's
is
great.
good. Yes.
All right. So
That's it,
again, the next live stream that we're doing for wrestling, that is, will be nothing in the month of if we're talking just wrestling, nothing in the month of March, but April 1st, myself and Harry Broadhurst, I can't talk. Myself and Harry Broadhurst will be doing the Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor. And then Christine and I will do NXT the next day. And then we'll come back for WrestleMania nights 1 and 2. We are going to be doing some stuff for the collective. Myself and Harry Broadhurst are going to review Effie's Big Gay Brunch. And this is an old show that we're doing, but I've wanted to talk about it since it happened late last year. Effie's Fear the Gay Agenda, where he had the death match with Paro. We're going to do both of those shows April 4th. And then we are doing Joey Janela's Spring Break, nights 1 and 2 on April 10th. And then, in theory, somewhere around here, we're also doing Bloodsport and Fear for the Culture. So those are the collective shows that we'll be doing around WrestleMania time. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and throw it to you, Mr. Sheehan, for your plugs.
Oh, sure. You can find me on Twitter at Ace Comics. You can find me at chrisisoninfiniteearths.com and chrisandreggie.podbean.com. The main show is X-Lapsed, current year X-Men stuff. You could search it out. It should be the first thing that comes up if you search out X-Lapsed. I hope anyway. I haven't tried it in a while. You never know. But new show just about every single day. So if you like hearing the cut of my jib, it's there for you.
Mr. Bailey, go ahead and take me home, baby doll.
You can find me on Twitter at Charlton_hero. You can also find me hanging with Mr. Chris Sheehan over there in the Chris and Reggie Network doing some ElfQuest, hopefully very soon. Days. And also back here, of course, on the Radulich and Broadcasting Network. If Mark will have me when he's not arguing with me about nostalgia, over on the W2M Network. Over here doing some wrestling. So that's what I'm doing. Plus, we got Superblog Team Up coming up, and the topic is the Image anniversary. So we're going to have some fun breaking it down. And myself and Chris got a little tiny little surprise pipe bomb coming for this one for Superblog Team Up, which is we haven't really announced yet, but we got something in the cooker, in the hopper, as we say. So it's going to be. So anyway, that's everything. That's Chris.
All right, folks. Again, tonight, Harry Broadhurst and I will be reviewing All Intense Wrestling. You know what? I'm not leaving an Impact, No Surrender. That'll be up within an hour or so of No Surrender ending. So come back Sunday morning. It'll be there for you on all the socials, plus our webpage, w2mnet.com. If you enjoyed the show, please like and subscribe, and you'll get notifications for when we go live for all of our regular podcasts and all of these sports live streams that we do for boxing, wrestling, what have you. All right. For the Podsmen, we look forward to offending you in the future. Be well, be safe, and behave.